When was the last tier list? Let me look it up. Insym tier list. Wait, do you put a space in tier list? The last tier list was 5 months ago. And how many ghosts were in the game then? Let me see. I'm gonna scream at you guys 1 second. How many ghosts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 ghosts? There's now 21 ghosts. Holy shit. That's a long time ago. That's a very, very long time ago. That's before sprinting was a thing. That's before Nightmare was a thing. That's before all kinds of stuff was not in the game yet. That is a long time. All right. So yeah, this is gonna take a little longer than that. How long did that video take? Uh-oh. I did take it massively serious. Oh my god, it was an hour and 15 minutes. Oh no. Oh no. All right, we'll have to go because this is gonna take a while, I think. One second. Wait, I don't do green screen. All right, well then. No green screen. Oh baby. Okay. Yeah, I think we go. Is this good? Yeah, I think we're gonna. Let me turn off the music. Pause the music, please. Pause it. Alrighty. We're gonna be just doing it. I don't want to be tied by these choices forever, but we're gonna build a case for where the ghost should go, and you guys gonna vote as well, and we'll see how it goes. That's gonna be the plan. We're just gonna do a little fun tier list, just see what the opinions are of everyone, what my opinions are. Some of these are debatable, absolutely. I think the general gist of it will be pretty solid, because there's just a difference between ghosts. You can't say that the shade is as strong as the Raiju. That's just objectively wrong. So there's gonna be some objectiveness to this, some subjectiveness, and it's gonna be a fun time. Let's go say hi, YouTube. Hi YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome to the ghost tier list. We're gonna be rating every single ghost in Phasmophobia on a tier list. I haven't done this in a very long time. The last time I did this, there were only 14 ghosts in this game. Now there are 21 ghosts in this game, and a lot has changed in the game. If you want to watch the last tier list, I'll link that one over here. However, it's basically completely outdated because there's just been so many changes. So many ghosts have been added to the roster, and a lot of the ghosts have had changes as well that were already in the game before. We're gonna be rating them on a few different things. The main gist of it is the higher the ghost will be on the list, the more dangerous it is to go against. This can come in a few factors. How lethal is it during a hunt? That is a very strong factor. Does it have any supporting abilities to make it hunt earlier? Like early hunting is very strong. How hard is it to detect? If you can figure out the ghosts extremely easily, then there's no reason to stick around for a long time, so you're probably not going to get hunted. So if the ghost is very strong during a hunt, but it is very easy to figure out, then it might not be as strong as another ghost that is harder to figure out. So yeah, that's basically the idea. We're just going to have a lot of fun. I don't want to be tied by these opinions forever. Stuff changes all the time, so there might be ghosts that become stronger, there might be ghosts that become weaker, or just my opinion might change over time. However, I think this is going to be a nice fun thing to do, and I hope you join me. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But let's not waste any more time, and let's hop into the first ghost. We're also going to be voting here in chat, by the way. People down here can vote. I think I mean, it's gonna be my tier list, so I'm gonna decide where the ghosts will go eventually. But they will have the ability to chime in on what they think. All right, let's start with the first one, a Banshee. I'm just gonna go. I don't know. We'll go in some kind of order. I think this is alphabetically, I think so. All right, we're gonna do where's the Banshee gonna go? Now the Banshee has changed quite a lot since last time. The Banshee used to be a pretty scary ghost because it used to have the ability to early hunt at any sanity. That is no longer the case. Also, could we do a poll? Could we do a poll every time? So every time I hop to a ghost? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so the Banshee used to be very scary because it could early hunt at any sanity, but they took that away. They took it away and gave it to the next ghost in the list, the Demon. Now the Banshee is left a shell of its former self. It can basically, it just has the weaknesses that it used to have to balance it out, and it has none of the strengths. It's literally terrible. It's like actively nerfing itself. It cannot early hunt anymore. It still only targets one person, which is awful in multiplayer because there's 4 people around and only one of those can die unless you're playing a Nightmare, in which case it could kind of chain kill, but very limited compared to other ghosts. And it is still affected by a much larger range when it comes to crucifixes. So there's, like, if you took everything the Banshee does away and just have a bland ghost, that will be much stronger than what the Banshee is now. I think this ghost is actively nerfing itself. This is like probably one of the worst ghosts in the game, period. Like, this, if B is average tier, C is like, oh, this ghost is slightly weaker than average. This ghost is literally like absolute bottom of the barrel tier. There is no way this goes any higher than D tier. I really hope they do something with this ghost because it is just so incredibly weak as of now. Like, it just doesn't do anything. People are actually voting for C tier over on Twitch here. We have 67% for C tier. I have no idea what ghost would even go in D tier if Banshee is not D tier. Like, what does the Banshee even do? It also has the additional hidden ability where it makes a special paramic noise. And you can, like, instantly detect it with that, even though it doesn't do that too often, so it's not really factoring into, you can't really figure the Banshee out super quickly with that. But besides that, the Banshee just actively nerfs itself. Shade, I think Banshee is, like, literal Shade level of badness. If you put I can't. This is absolute D tier. I don't. Okay, so chat voted for it going into C tier. I think this ghost desperately needs some kind of change to it. I think they really should add some, like, extra strength to this, because the strength right now in the book is like, it only targets one person. That's not a strength, that's an active weakness. So yeah, I'm gonna go with D tier there. Let me know what you think. Demon! We have complete polar opposites right here, because the Demon is insane. The Demon is like one of the strongest ghosts in the game. They took the Banshee early hunting ability and gave it to the Demon. Even before they did that, the Demon was already strong because it could hunt at 70% sanity, which is extremely early. That's like 2 ghost events and you can already get hunted. If you're playing in multiplayer, there's basically no way to escape the chain hunts of a Demon because you just only have 4 pills spread out over 4 different people, so you can never really escape that 70% average. So you're just going to be chain hunted constantly throughout the whole mission, and it's just gonna turn into a nightmare. It is one of the strongest ghosts in the game. I think I'm gonna put, I think we should do 1-minute polls, by the way, because I kind of want to go through this a little bit more quickly. There's 21 ghosts to go through. I don't want to stick around on every ghost for super long. And I also have made a, like, very in-depth ghost guide recently. If you're interested in knowing every little detail about the ghosts in this game, you can watch the ghost guide that I made. I'll link that in the top right over here. And that will, like, literally include everything that I have learned over the 1,500 hours that I've played this game. Yeah, I think Demon is S tier without it having an early, or without it having a hunting ability that makes it stronger during a hunt. I think every ghost is now pretty lethal during a hunt because they have given them a lot of, like, passive speed up. Every ghost, if it sees the player for a long period of time during a hunt, will speed up to the point where it will be faster than you are when you're sprinting. It will basically slowly turn into Revenant speed over time. So you can't just loop ghosts anymore. You can't get away from them all that easily, which makes the ability to early hunt so much stronger than it used to be. It used to be pretty good, but if you didn't have some kind of ability to also kill the player, it wouldn't be all that strong. But now with the cursed hunts that are like only a 1-second grace period, and just the, like, speed up over time, early hunting has become so much more powerful. So I'm gonna actually put Demon in S tier, and people over here also agreed. 78% voting for S tier and 21% voting for A tier. I think Demon is a certified S tier, one of the best ghosts in the game, period. Next one, Goryo. We have a Goryo, which I think is actually kind of an interesting ghost. I'm going to leave it here in B tier because I'm dragging it along. I think the Goryo is kind of an interesting ghost because it doesn't have anything to, like, make it stronger during a hunt. It doesn't have early hunting. It doesn't have any special hunting abilities, but it is one of the hardest to detect ghosts. So this is where that part of the, like, the balancing comes in, where I think that if a ghost is very difficult to, like, identify what ghost type it is, it can also be somewhat strong. And I think the Goryo is a perfect example. It doesn't have any abilities to make it hunt better, but it will like put you like allow the quest to continue for quite a long time, because if you're unfamiliar, the Goryo has the ability to make dots very hard to get. It has dots as an evidence, and you can only detect the Goryo dots by looking through a camera, and it only shows it through the camera if there's no one in the room. This can be especially tricky when you're playing by yourself, because you have no one to like check with, no one to double check with. If they saw the dots and you saw them in the truck, then you know, oh wait, it's a Goryo. So this can be somewhat tricky, and a lot of the time, especially on Nightmare mode, you'll be like grasping for evidence. You have nothing, like, why are we not getting any evidence? When that happens, I usually go, wait a minute, we might be dealing with the Goryo, but that leads on for like pretty long, and by that point you can already get hunted. You're already down to 50%. You can get hunted, and because every ghost is now much stronger during a hunt, I think the Goryo is actually a pretty significant danger sometimes, especially to newer players. I think this is one of the newer player killers, because dots is just such a hard evidence to get, and I think it's a perfect first pick for our middle mode. I think it's actually going to stay in B tier. People in chat also seem to agree. They 62% voted for it going in B tier, and I think it belongs there. I think it is so B tier is like average. It makes itself kind of hard to detect, but it doesn't have anything to make it more dangerous during a hunt. So if you're prepared, you can get away from it and hide pretty easily. But yeah, I think that's where the Goryo belongs. Let's move on to the next one. Hantu, also a ghost that has had some significant changes recently. Hantu is now kind of a laughingstock of faster ghosts. It used to be that it had the ability, or it still has the ability to be faster when it's cold and slower when it's warm. However, that used to be like a little extra. It used to be the case that the Hantu would also speed up passively during the hunt. So if you were like spotted by a Hantu, it would increase its speed over time. And if it was also cold on top of that, you would be like hunted down and ran down by the Hantu very quickly. However, they've taken that away. Now the Hantu will only base its speed on the temperature of the house. So if you turn on the breaker, the Hantu is literally maybe not slower than a Revenant when it's not chasing a player, but it's like one of these, it's like the second slowest ghost in the game. And the thing is that this ghost doesn't speed up when it sees you, so you can literally loop it. And even if you turn off the breaker, the speed of the Hantu is really not that impressive. It's still not as fast as any other ghost will be after like a few seconds of chasing. So I really think this ghost needs some kind of buff. I think right now they have made it super easy to outrun. Basically, you will always turn on the breaker, so it will always be warm enough for this ghost to be literally like crawling through the house, and you can always just run away from it. I think this ghost is worse than terrible. It is gonna go in D tier together with Banshee. If they change the numbers, they tweak them a little bit, they make the ghosts, or they make this ghost like much more dangerous when it's cold, then it can work. Then it can work in like a C or maybe B tier. It could, like, this ghost, the description of its ability could literally land it anywhere. It could literally land it anywhere. However, the implementation that they have chosen has made it just absolutely terrible. You can always outrun a Hantu. There's barely ever a moment where you will be outsped by it, because it won't increase its speed, and it will just always be warm enough. Because unless you're dealing with like snow or heavy rain weather, it will almost never be fast enough to get you. And then besides that, it has the little tell that if you're in a freezing room, it'll like do freezing breath, which kind of makes it somewhat easier to detect, but that is barely relevant. The easiest way to detect this ghost is just try to loop it around a like object, and if you can do that, then boy, you got a Hantu and it's easy peasy. So yeah, I think Hantu is terrible. I actually missed what chat said. What did chat vote for here? Discord announcement? Oopsie. What did chat vote for? C tier? Really? I don't think we can put it in C tier. I think this ghost is much worse than that. I like C tier. I reserve for ghosts that are like slightly weaker than average. They have something that makes them slightly weaker, but it doesn't like actively nerf them into the ground. Whereas this ghost is basically always just a complete laughingstock of all ghosts. I think it has to stay in D tier in my opinion. Now, if they change the numbers, it could be C, B, or A even. Maybe not. I don't think it could be S tier, depending on, well, maybe if they buff it like crazy. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it in D tier personally. I've been laughing at this ghost for the last like week. It's so much fun to go against, but it's just very, very bad. All right, next ghost, a very, very solid contender for the top ranks of the list. We have ourselves the Jinn. The Jinn is a very scary ghost, and a lot of people find this ghost terrifying. Basically, what the Jinn does is, if the breaker is on, it'll be very fast when far away from the player, and it will slow down when it gets close to you. However, because of the change where the ghosts speed up over time, the Jinn will, after it has kind of slowed down and gotten close to you, it will still speed up as the longer it chases you, which will make it a very, very dangerous ghost, because it'll close the distance on you, and even if you try to break line of sight, it'll still be close to you, because unlike the Revenant, which is down here, unlike the Revenant, this ghost doesn't slow down when you break line of sight. It'll still be a normal ghost. Even if you hid right away in like a room somewhere, it could still randomly stumble upon you, because it is gonna explore the house at a normal rate. So I think that makes this ghost pretty scary. Now, the obvious, very, very big weakness of this ghost is you can just turn off the breaker and then it doesn't have anything. It can't, it's not faster at all. So that's a big weakness, but turning off the breaker is actually something you don't really want. It turns, like, you can't turn on any lights anymore, so you can't preserve your sanity. The temperatures will all fall down, so it becomes hard to, like, detect where the ghost room is with a thermometer. It really makes the game harder if you have to turn off the breaker, so I think that is actually a very interesting thing. On top of that, the Jinn has something incredibly strong. It can't early hunt by itself. However, it has a hidden ability that it can drop your sanity if you're close to it by 25%. This is twice as good as the Yurei's ability, and you can't even know when it happened. It's actually crazy good. It basically turns the Jinn into a pretty consistent early hunter. Like, I think the Jinn is, like, every single change that they have done over the last, over the recent history of Phasmo has really, really improved the Jinn. I don't think it's S tier. It's a strong contender for S tier. I absolutely could see people say S tier, but I don't think I can put it there. I think S tier has to be reserved for, like, the top of the line ghost, but there is no way this goes anywhere below A tier. It is a very strong ghost that can often early hunt. So on some maps, it's weaker than other maps. I do agree with that. It also doesn't turn off the breaker ever to complement its power, which can be really nice if you want to keep your sanity high. You can turn on all the lights around the ghost, and then the ghost will never turn off the breaker, so you'll always keep your sanity high, which it then kind of has to do its ability to even be able to hunt in the first place. But yeah, I think Jinn is a strong A. Could see people putting it S tier. I can absolutely not see anyone put this B tier. This has to be A or higher, but I think it's A tier in my opinion. All right, moving on. And Chad agreed, by the way. Chad also said A tier, and I absolutely agree. I'm not, sorry, I was just, here, there you go. I'm live in the Discord now. Okay, we have Mare. Let's actually do a 2-minute poll. I think we can always cancel them early, but then they don't end up too short. Let's do a 2-minute poll, actually. Okay, so a Mare. Where does the Mare go? Mare, if you don't know, has the ability to early hunt. However, it also has the ability to late hunt. Basically, if you turn on the lights in the room where the Mare is, it'll be able to hunt it, or it will not be able to hunt until until you're at 40% sanity. However, if the lights are off, it'll be able to early hunt at 60% sanity. This is actually, like, I think this is fairly balanced. It's an interesting concept where if you turn on lights, you can be very safe, but if you turn off the lights, or if the ghost turns off the lights, because it can do that, and it can also explode the lights, which this ghost tends to do a little bit more often. It can explode the lights, so you cannot turn on any light anymore in that room. This can turn it into an early hunting ghost that can be quite a dangerous one, but it is balanced out by the fact that it can late hunt if you do turn on the light. So if you balance it correctly, you can stay safe for a longer time, and it also has a few pretty easy tells. It can never turn on a light. So if you ever see a ghost turn on the light, you immediately know, okay, it is not a Mare, which can be like a really nice way to rule this one out. It's a nice trick to know. And they've recently given it another trick with lights, where if you turn on the light, there's a small chance that the Mare will immediately turn that light off. And currently you can kind of cheese or exploit that by just flicking the light switch a ton. And if you do that, then eventually the ghost will decide to use its ability, and you can basically instantly detect the Mare. Now, I'm not gonna knock it off too hard for that, because as easy as that makes it, like, you could literally detect a Mare instantly every time. I don't think this is intended, and I'm pretty sure they will remove this soon. I could see this almost landing it in C tier, honestly, because if you can instantly detect a ghost, like, it's kind of a laughing stock. But I'm still gonna go with just a middle mode, B tier. It has an early hunting, but it's balanced out by a late hunting. If you do turn on the lights, it can never turn on a light, so that's a nice way to tell it apart. So yeah, I think it's just a cool ghost, just a B tier. Everyone, 69% seems to agree with me in the chat here. They're voting as well. 69% voted for Mare, also going in B tier, and I think that's where it belongs. What was the rest? C tier, 24%, and A tier, 7%. Yeah, I don't think this can go above B tier. I don't think it can. It could be C tier if you heavily factor in the light switch thing, where you can just spam the light switch and instantly know that it's a Mare. But I don't think it's intended, and it's a kind of niche thing to know, and it's a bit cheesy. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna land it in B tier for that somewhat strong early hunting ghost, but just kind of average, which is kind of special for it's an early hunting ghost, but not strong enough to go into A tier or something. Mimic. Here we go. We got a very interesting ghost here. Now, I'm kind of doing this ghost a little too early because we haven't seen a lot of the strong ghosts yet, but the Mimic can be anything. The Mimic can turn into literally every other ghost, which makes them very dangerous. There's no way that this ghost will ever go below B tier, because B, as I said, is average. So it will be B or higher because it'll be the average ghost, so it is already automatically B tier. But I think it elevates beyond that, because there is quite a few ghosts that are very, very strong and very dangerous that you have to kind of prepare against. The fact that the Mimic can turn into any one of those makes it very strong. Like, the Mimic can decide to early hunt by being a demon or a Raiju or any other ghost that can early hunt. It can decide to be fast by being a Raiju, a Revenant, Jinn, etc. It just can do all these things, so you have to kind of be prepared for everything. Like, you can never feel safe against the Mimic, because if you're just chilling in the ghost room with a photo cam trying to get a ghost photo, you might just get early hunted, or you might just get hunted and then be just ran down by a mega fast Raichu, and there's like nothing you can do. So you kind of always need to have those preparations where you have like crucifixes down, and you have you have like smudge sticks around to make the ghost to save yourself during a hunt, which I think makes this very strong. If you're not prepared for this ghost, it could just decide to kill you, which I think is very strong. I don't think it's strong enough to go in S tier, because the S tier at the end of this, I think, is going to be pretty there's only going to be a very limited amount of ghosts that deserve S tier, in my opinion. But I don't think it goes below A tier either. I think this is just a solid A tier. The fact that it could be S tier sometimes, but it just depends on what it becomes, because it could also be just like shitty ghosts, right? There's more shitty ghosts than there are really, really strong ghosts. So on average, this ghost will will not do much. And then you also have the other things, is that it gives orbs, right? It gives orbs on top of its usual 3 evidences, which makes it kind of easy to detect, especially on nightmare mode, which can actually nerf it quite a lot, because you can instantly detect it on nightmare mode. Basically, this ghost just is no threat on nightmare mode, which is obviously the highest difficulty. And then even on professional, getting 4 evidences can be pretty easy, and then you're just like, wait a minute, okay, so we have the Mimic, so we're gonna leave now because we don't want to die. I could say this S tier, and people seem to very unanimously say that it is S tier. 71% of people vote S tier here, which I think is a little bit too high. I don't think because S tier, like, you can just put the ghost that can become any ghost in S tier, and then only have 2 or 3 other ghosts in S tier, because there's just so many stinky ghosts. Like, this ghost could be a Banshee and a Hantu and, I don't know, Spirit, Shade, Yurei, all kinds of garbage ghosts. It could be for like the whole mission, and then you have to not worry about it at all. I think it could be S tier. A lot of the missions, it can be S tier, but I think also a lot of the missions, it can be C tier. So I have to kind of average it out and put it in A tier. I can't, like, the fact that it could sometimes be super, super bad, I can't put it in S tier because of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with S tier chat set, or A tier chat set S tier. I would love to know what you think about the Mimic. I think it's a very interesting ghost. It's just the high variance on its ability. This is a tier list for just difficulty. I guess it's mostly based on how likely are you to die against this ghost, or how dangerous is it to go against, CJ. But sometimes, like, so that includes things such as, is it hard to investigate? Like, is it hard to find the evidences for this ghost? Is it dangerous in terms of, like, having a very strong hunt power, or can it early hunt, stuff like that? B for killing, S for gameplay. I don't think the Mimic is... I think I kind of would put that the other way around. I think it might be S for killing, but B for gameplay, because it's like, the orbs are just really easy to detect, right? The fact that you can get 4 evidences and it immediately tells you what it is. I don't know. It's an interesting one to talk about. I think I'm gonna land in the middle of A tier. Yeah, it does lead to that, like, oh, it could be a Mimic kind of deal, but that kind of buffs every other ghost around it and not just a Mimic, right? All right, I think we've talked about the Mimic long enough. It's a controversial ghost, but I'm gonna leave it in A tier for now. Let's move on to the next one. We have a Myling, an interesting ghost. I like the Myling a lot. I've recently been scared quite a bit by the Myling. The Myling ability basically makes it very quiet during a hunt. Now, this only affects the footsteps. It doesn't affect the singing. However, there's a lot of like noises that the ghost can make during a hunt that are very quiet. Especially on the larger maps, you can sometimes be dealing with a Myling and it could literally be like right next to you or like very close to you, and you won't even hear a thing. On small maps too, you could literally hear your friends dying left and right to you, and you won't even know where the ghost is. I think this ghost is terrifying. It's a very, very fun ghost. I like it a lot. Like, I have gained a lot of respect for the Myling in recent history because I've been scared so much by them. Like, I've been playing multiplayer, and then people just die, and I don't even know where the ghost is. Like, it's very cool. But that's it. It's just a little bit harder to hear, but that also gives it away. So if you are very vigilant and very observant, then it will only really get one hunt out of you, right? Because if you know immediately, oh, this is a Myling, and there's also ways to tell, right, where you drop your flashlight, and then if you see it blink before you hear the footsteps, you go like, okay, this is a Myling, easy peasy. So it is fairly easy to detect, but it can be very scary, but it's not faster. It can't early hunt. I think it is... There's literally no way I can put this above a B tier, but it is a B tier for me. It is a scary ghost that can catch you off guard during a hunt. It can bamboozle you, but it doesn't do anything else. And that's it. It does have another weakness where it makes more, or it has a weakness where it makes paranormal sounds more often, but that is so irrelevant. Like, even if you use the paramic a ton, you'll get a few more noises, but that could just be random. Like, it barely ever matters, and you're not going to use that to go like, oh, this is a Myling because I had sounds on the paramic. No, any ghost can do that. So that's not a very strong, it's not a very weakness, which I think just lands it in a solid B tier. How do people in chat think about this? Also B tier. 64% voting B tier. I think that's a very solid choice. Scary ghost, but not doing anything special in terms of early hunting and dangerous hunting. Cool, though. Cool. All right, next one. Obake. Obake sounds very scary. If you read the journal, you go like, holy shit, this is gonna be the most insane ghost ever. It's gonna have all kinds of crazy shape-shifting abilities. It's gonna turn into my friend. It's gonna stand behind me. It's gonna say, wah, and then I die. None of that. The Obake doesn't do any of that. The only thing that the Obake does is that it has a special fingerprint that it can leave behind, and it doesn't leave fingerprints as often as other ghosts. Both of these things will make it easier to detect it. Because if you get a ghost to touch a door and it doesn't leave fingerprints, and the next time it touches the door, it does leave fingerprints, there's literally only 2 options. It could either be an Obake, or it could be a Mimic being an Obake. So it is down to literally 2 options, one being a lot more likely, the fact that it's an Obake. And then the other one, where it has the special fingerprint, that also immediately gives it away that it's either a Mimic being an Obake or an Obake itself. So all its strength and its weakness literally gives itself away. It doesn't have any early hunting. It doesn't have any more dangerous hunting. And on Nightmare mode, you will always have fingerprints as your evidence, which makes it always easy to detect. So even on Nightmare mode, it doesn't like try to evade its weaknesses by not picking fingerprints. So it's literally always easy to detect. I think this is another D tier. This is literally worse than having nothing. I think it's still a fun ghost, and I like that there's difference in the ghosts, but just on paper and like describing its abilities, it's worse than useless. It gives itself away with everything that it does, and it just will be very easy to detect, and it doesn't do anything special to drain your sanity or get an early hunt in or be a more dangerous hunting ghost. So I'm gonna go with D tier here. Sorry, what do people think? Okay, C tier. People seem to like kind of go easy on the ghosts. I go hard. If a ghost sucks, I mean, I still like them. Like, I love the Hantu. I think Banshee needs a rework right now. So the Banshee is kind of just a bit of a shitty ghost, but it's kind of in a hard spot right now. I think they're gonna change something with the Banshee. Hantu is a really fun ghost. I really like the Obake. I love the fingerprints, and I like the fact that the mimic can be an Obake, which can kind of throw it off a little bit. But like, it sucks. It's just a shit ghost. So it's better. I guess it's better than. I guess we'll put them in order a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna really keep going with that, but like, it's definitely better than the Banshee. Banshee is just actively nerfing itself. Banshee is definitely the worst ghost here, but I can't put this C tier. Like, C tier implies that it can still do something, but it has like a very strong weakness to make it fall below B tier. I think it's a D tier. But just 77% seem to think C tier. What do you think? Do you agree with me or with chat? Let's move on to the next one. We got ourselves an Oni, probably my favorite ghost in the game right now. I absolutely love Onis. They have been changed to make them a lot more active. They are now like the most active ghost in the game almost all the time. It used to be the case before they made the change that the Oni would just not feel any special. It would just be a blank ghost that would sometimes be a shade, sometimes be a bit more active, but most of the time just a run-of-the-mill, just very basic ghost. Now that's no longer the case. It does so many ghost events, and ghost events drain your sanity. So in a way, the Oni can actually early hunt sometimes, but very obviously, right? It's not like the Jinn where it just sneakily eats away at your sanity, and then all of a sudden it goes, rah, I'm hunting. No, the Oni will scream in your face, I'm lowering your sanity right now. Be careful, you're gonna get hunted. So like, it's very easy to know that you're losing your sanity, and that you need to take a pill or you need to get a smudge stick or something like that, so it won't just sneak up on you, right? It's definitely an S tier when it comes to content. Absolutely. I've been making so many videos about Onis recently because they're like the most fun ghosts to go against. They're very scary, so I can see them be higher on the list for someone who's like scared by ghosts and like if a ghost does like ghost events, it's very scary to them. I can absolutely see that. But it doesn't really do anything special. So it can early hunt sometimes because it does a lot of ghost events, but it's not faster during a hunt. It's not more dangerous during a hunt. It's not early hunting on like most of the time, unless it does a bunch of ghost events, but then you know that it's going to do that. So it doesn't surprise you, really. And it is also so active that you will basically immediately know that you're dealing with an Oni. Besides that, it has a few interesting things. It can throw objects a lot more force, which you can sometimes detect, but this barely ever matters. You won't really see this often. And it does a few other things. One of them being very interesting, that it can never do the hiss, the like airball fly towards you and then make a ha noise ghost event. It can never do that one. So if you see that one, you immediately know, oh wait, I'm not dealing with an Oni. So that's an interesting thing. I see you guys are putting this in A tier. You guys, 61% of people voted on A tier. I don't think I can put it in A tier. As much as I love the Oni, like, it just doesn't do anything special. I think it has to be B tier. I love my boy. I love my boy, but again, I'm doing this as objective as I can. I'm gonna go with B tier here because it's definitely... I think that it does deserve B tier because it can early hunt quite often, but it's also very obvious a lot of the time that it is an Oni and that you have to take pills, you have to prepare for that hunt, so it's not really going to surprise you. But I don't think this was C tier. I think this has to be B tier. I'm going to go with B tier for this one. People said A tier, but I think that's a lot of emotional, emotion speaking. I would also put this definitely S tier in terms of fun, but B tier in terms of strength. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got ourselves Onryo. Onryo is a very interesting ghost. Actually, a pretty strong one. It has an early hunting ability. Two, actually. It can early hunt when it blows out a candle. This, however, tends to be very rare early on. It's very rare. It becomes a lot stronger when the Onryo has already killed players. If it kills a player, the chance for it to then hunt after it blows out a candle goes up drastically. After it kills 2 players, the ghost will always hunt if it blows out a candle. But it's not really that relevant most of the time. I also play a lot solo, so this is going to be somewhat skewed towards a solo perspective. In a solo perspective, you can often prevent hunts with the candles rather than them causing the hunts in the first place. Also, if you have multiple candles around, it will cancel the early hunting, and it will work as crucifixes against the Onryo. So if you if you place all of your candles in the ghost room, it will be permanently disabled. It can't hunt anymore, but you do have to set this up, right? You have to keep them lit, and you run the risk of the ghost stepping out of the room and then hunting from somewhere else. Because on like okay, wait, reset. I'm struggling with the words. The Onryo also has another early hunting ability where it can hunt at 60% sanity if there's no candles nearby. So it's basically a Mare, but instead of lights, it's with candles. But unlike the Mare, where it will hunt at 40% sanity if there's candles near, or if there's light nearby, this ghost will never hunt if you like place your candles properly. So it does nerf it quite a lot, but you won't really bring in candles. Barely anyone, at least in my experience, brings in candles like regularly. They only do it when they see it could be an Onryo, which can be a weakness, but you do have to, like, get there, right? You have to detect, oh, wait, this is an Onryo, I'm gonna bring in candles, which I don't think is that much of a nerf. I think lights with the Mare are a lot stronger of a weakness than the Onryo's weakness to candles, because, first of all, if you bring only one candle, the ghost can blow it out and hunt anyways, and you don't do that all too often. So I think this is pretty usually an early hunting ghost, unless you really prepared for it, or you're like doing a no evidence run and you're like doing everything you can to detect what ghost it could be. So I think this pretty much goes in the middle mode, where it's like an early hunting ghost most of the time, but it can also be heavily countered if you plan around it. So it can be countered to be a complete D-tier ghost, but most of the time it will be B or like it will be higher because you won't be actively countering it, because why would you? Why would you just bring in all the candles all of a sudden, run back and forth to the truck a bunch of times to like and then it turns up not being an Onryo and you wasted a bunch of time. So yeah, I think it's pretty strong. Just goes average. Chat seems to agree. It's actually pretty divisive here. C tier, 34% C tier, and B tier is 47%. So still the majority voting for B tier. I think it's a B tier ghost. I've often been early hunted against Onryo, because just candles don't really play that big of a role most of the time. So yeah, I'm gonna go with B tier, but you can absolutely just destroy this ghost if you plan for it, which I think is a fun mechanic. I really like the Onryo. I think it's a really interesting ghost. Next one, we have ourselves the Phantom. Now here I might actually make some people angry with where I'm gonna put this ghost. I think the Phantom is really not that strong. I think the Phantom basically has quite a few abilities. It will disappear when you take a photo, which can be an instant giveaway. If it does a ghost event, which it sometimes doesn't do, but if you have like one of the cursed items that can force a ghost event, such as the tarot card sometimes, the summoning circle, the music box, all of these can force a ghost event and will instantly tell you, literally at the very beginning of the match, that you are dealing with a Phantom, get the heck out of there, or just take your money and leave, right? It'll instantly give it away, which can be a big weakness, but you do need to take that risk of using the cursed item, or you need to be lucky with a ghost event. On top of that, during a hunt, it will also give itself away, because it will be slow blinking, whereas every other ghost will blink pretty frequently. This ghost will blink so much less than the other ghosts. It will like be at least 1 second between every blink. So if you just look at the ghost for a little bit during a hunt, have a smudge stick ready to like get out of there, you'll instantly know that you're dealing with a Phantom, and you're done with the like getting evidence for the mission. You don't even need to do that. You can figure out this ghost without ever using an evidence item. Now it does have some things going for it. The slow blinking can be a strength. If you don't know where the ghost is coming from, or you're trying to loop it for some reason, which will always get you killed anyway, it could like sneak up on you by blinking very slowly, so that can sometimes be a strength, but I still think it's like an overall weakness. And then the main strength, like the main actual strength of this ghost, is that it has a hidden ability where it can decide to roam to any player on the map. It can decide to walk to that player and like go roam from that new location. It can do hunts from there. It can do ghost events from there. It can be very confusing. Like it goes all over the map, and you're like, "What the heck is going on here?" That can also be a giveaway, right? But I think it's more of a strength, absolutely, than it's like an overall giveaway. It can definitely throw off a lot of missions, but it kind of has to do it multiple times for it to be really strong. Sometimes you have that. Sometimes you have a phantom that roams back and forth and like completely throws you off and makes it very confusing to like deal with. So it can be pretty strong. But I think overall, this is gonna be my first C tier. I think it is better than like shit. It does some things to make it better, but it doesn't deserve to be alongside these ghosts that like mostly buff themselves and don't really have any major weaknesses. Like it does give itself away sometimes, but half of that can also be a strength. The like slow blinking and the hidden ability can actually make the quests really, really difficult. So I'm gonna go with C tier, and I was also already kind of giving that away that I was gonna put it in C tier, so I hope I didn't influence the vote all too much, but 70% voted here for C tier as well. I would love to know what you think about the Phantom. I know some people think this is like a very, very dangerous ghost, but I just don't see it. All right, Poltergeist. I think I might also make some people mad with where I put this one. The Poltergeist is a really fun ghost. I really, really like the Poltergeist. They have also... the Poltergeist is the throwing ghost, in case you're unfamiliar. It throws a bunch of stuff. It can throw multiple items at once. It can throw them forcefully, which will, like, make them go super far, similar to the Oni. But it can be very quiet if the room is empty, which can sometimes be a strength. Like, you might be thinking that it's a shade because it's not doing anything, and then you go, wait a minute, but this room is completely empty. We need to put in some items. But it can give itself away immediately if it does a multi-throw, especially if you're playing on professional or lower. If you think you heard multiple items and you go to the truck and you see a big 10 spike, you know, oh, wait a minute, it just did a polter throw, instant giveaway. That can be very easy. If it throws multiple items, it will drop your sanity a little bit, which can matter a tiny bit. It barely ever early hunts because of that. You won't really notice it, but it's a little bit of a strength. But most of its stuff just gives itself away. It doesn't have anything to help it during hunts. It doesn't early hunt unless it really, really goes ham on the multi-throws, but it also gives itself away anyway, right? So I think this ghost does some fun things. It has a little bit of a sanity drain sometimes. It can be kind of spooky, but like this is a case where I think I'm actually, like, I could see this be D tier, but I'm actually personally gonna put this C tier because of the sanity drain ability, because of it sometimes becoming a shade when there's no items in the room. Like it can throw you off a little bit. They have also recently changed it to where it throws even more items than it used to. Like, they have really honed in on the Polter being the throwing ghost. So yeah, I'm gonna go with C tier. It's worse than most of the ghosts, but I guess it's a little hard to like objectively state why it wouldn't be D tier. I just think that sanity drain can sometimes matter a little bit, and it won't really often do the multi-throw, so it just becomes kind of like a very active ghost that can drain your sanity a little bit here and there. So yeah, a lot of people agreed with the C tier, 64%, and then D tier was 19%, and B tier was 13%. Yeah, I absolutely don't see a way this could be B tier. I do see a way this could be C tier. I think this is somewhere in the middle here, but I'm gonna land it in C tier. It could be D. It could be D, though, but I would love to hear what you think as well. Here we go. We got the next ghost. It is Raiju. The king of all ghosts at the moment, in my opinion. Raiju is the strongest ghost in the game, and I don't think there is any way you could disagree. There is some other ghosts that are very strong. You have the Revenant, you have the Jinn. These ghosts are fast. They're very fast. If you're being chased by these guys, you'll not have a long story to tell, because you're gonna go down very, very quickly. Like, you need to get away from them. And you have other types of strong ghosts. It's just the demon and the yokai. These ghosts can hunt very, very early, can throw you off completely. And then you have the Raiju. The Raiju is the best of both worlds with literally no downside. This ghost is absolutely overpowered. It is insane. It is like a tier on its own. This ghost is fast when there's electronic items around. Now you would think that might not always apply, but it absolutely basically always applies. You carry a flashlight, so you already make the ghost faster, and the hunt starts in the ghost room, which the ghost room will always be covered in electronic items. This ghost also has a bunch of evidence that requires electronic items. It has dots, EMF, and it has ghost orbs, if I remember correctly, which means you place a camera in the room, you place a dot sensor in the room, and all these things will make the ghost faster as well. So it'll be just rushing out of that ghost room, ready to get you. And on top of that, whereas every other fast ghost, such as the Jinn and the Revenant, won't speed up anymore after you break line of sight, the Raiju can still be like the second fastest ghost in the game. That is what it is. It's the second fastest ghost in the game. It can still be that fast even when it's not chasing you. That's insane. It could be catching up to where it last saw you at max speed and then use your flashlight to cover the last bit of distance and you're just down before you know it. It is insane. I think this ghost is crazy. It's absolute S tier. Strongest ghost in the game. It's going to go right before Demon. It's such a cool ghost. I really love this one. It's a nice one. It's just a nice ghost to have in the game. One of those like boogeyman. You need to be scared for this ghost. You're gonna be like fearing for your life all the time. Very cool ghost. Really like it. It doesn't become weaker when you turn off the breaker. It doesn't have any way to counter it really. If you have a photo cam in the room, it's laying on the floor. Boom, the ghost is faster. There's basically no way to counter this ghost. And it's just oh, and also, did I already forget? Did I not even say that it early hunts as well? It hunts at 65% sanity. Better than Onryo, better than Mare. It hunts 65. This is insane. Like, this ghost is so crazy. It's nuts. So yeah, it hunts at 65% sanity when there are electronical items nearby, which, as I said, will almost always be the case. So yeah, very strong ghost. Can early hunt and be extra fast. Just the best of both worlds. Absolutely, hands down, best ghost in the game. Now here we go. And by the way, chat completely agreed. 92% voted on S tier and 6% on A tier. And then a few memers voted D tier. Okay. Next ghost. We got ourselves the Old King. Then we just had the New King, which is the Raiju. Now we have the Old King. Revenant used to be the strongest ghost in the game. This was back before there was sprinting in the game. You couldn't get away from ghosts as easily. You wouldn't be able to, like, break line of sight, get away from it. Back when the other ghosts didn't speed up, this was literally the only ghost that could kill you, because you could just loop every other ghost. This was the only ghost that could kill you when you tried to do that. But all these changes have been made. The ghosts now all speed up as they see you for a longer period during the hunt. So basically every ghost will eventually get you. So it doesn't really have a monopoly on that anymore. And the main weakness of this ghost is just such a big deficit. With the addition of sprinting, you can now easily break line of sight. And as soon as you break line of sight against a Revenant, it'll be the absolute slowest ghost in the game. It'll be crawling at a snail's pace. It won't be able to get you. And the weirdest part to me is that if you like broke line of sight, it'll instantly go slow. What I would love to see as a buff to the Revenant is that it'll be fast when it goes to your last known location. It'll be fast when it hears you. And it'll be fast when it detects your equipment. I think these three changes could be a really fun way to bring the Revenant a bit back in terms of, like, the scariest ghost, like, among the scariest ghosts. Right now, it's still scary. Like, I'm just, like, trash-talking the Revenant as if it's some kind of D-tier ghost, which is absolutely not. This ghost is really strong. But, it's only really strong in some scenarios. It's not longer the, like, just like, absolute menace that it used to be. Now it's only really strong on the larger maps where sometimes breaking line of sight can be very difficult. It can be very scary if you triggered cursed hunts, because cursed hunts cause the grace period, which is the time where you can run away, like the head start that you have on the ghost, to go down to 1 second. You only have a 1 second grace period. If you've done that against a Revenant, you will not be able to break line of sight as quickly, and then you'll just be like immediately murdered by a Revenant. Sometimes on Nightmare mode, it can like chain kill very effectively because it sprints at the... It's still the fastest ghost in the game, by the way. Like, it still has the maximum speed of every other ghost, but it just has that major weakness where it goes super slow. And the slowness is also an easy way to detect it, because if you hide from the Revenant, you can hear that it's slow, which will instantly give it away. That's also a big weakness. So I'm still gonna, maybe against better opinions, I'm still gonna go with A tier. It can absolutely no longer be S tier. Like, there is no way it could be S tier. I could see B tier, which I just cannot accept. Like, I guess I'm just a bit I'm just in the like what do you call it, the phase of grief where you like don't accept it, the non-acceptance phase, or whatever the fuck you call it. Denial phase. I'm in the denial phase of grief. I don't want to accept that this is any lower than A tier, but I can absolutely see it. I still think it's very scary in some situations. It can still catch you off guard. It's a very just absolutely awesome thing to see. It can buff the Mimic sometimes, where you all of a sudden, you thought you were dealing with a very easy Mimic. Oh, we're gonna just loop it around the Please Still Attic, and then the Revenant goes, like, it can still be scary. So I'm still gonna leave it in A tier. And chat also agreed with that, but it was pretty split. Like, it was only 50% voting Revenant in A tier. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there and just hope that they buff it. I really would love to see that buff that I just said, where they made the ghost faster when it detects your equipment, and like travels to your last known location and hears you. I think if it's still fast when those three things are the case, then it actually might climb up back to S tier, because then it is like the chase ghost. Like, you have to turn off your equipment, you have to be quiet instantly, you have to break line of sight as much as possible and get the fuck away. Like, that could be a really cool way to buff the Revenant back to somewhat of its old strength. Anyway, next one. We just got some pretty scary ghosts. Now we're over at Shade level. Where are we gonna put the Shade? These Shade used to be absolute trash, and then they thought, what if we double down on this ghost? We're gonna make it even worse. The Shade now literally does almost nothing. You will pretty much every time know that you're dealing with a Shade. Like, whereas sometimes you have like a ghost that doesn't do much and you go like, is this a Shade? But then you think like, wait a minute, it still did some things. If you actually find a Shade, you'll know what it is to find a Shade. Like, it doesn't do shit. By the way, I literally had a Shade yesterday that did nothing. And then after the endgame stats, it showed like 70 interactions, and I went to the developers and was like, how is this possible? This is not a thing. This is impossible. And then DK explained that right now, there's actually a bug in the game with the endgame stats. If the Shade decides to do anything, or it stopped from doing anything because of like its shyness, it'll still count 1 to the end game stats. So even if it doesn't do anything, it'll still be ticking up the end game stat number. So it like it's just some super bullshit. Anyway, this doesn't really apply. I just found it a very interesting fact, because I had some really weird Shades that didn't do anything, and then the numbers in the end game stats will be like super high, and it was like, what is going on here? So that I just wanted to explain that. But yeah, the Shade does barely anything. And it has an insane weakness where it only hunts at 35% average team sanity. This is massive. It will not do many ghost events, so it won't be dropping your sanity that way. And it will only hunt very late into the game. So if you just have a very long period where you're not being hunted, you're not getting ghost events, you're not getting activity, you like almost always know it's a Shade. It is literally the epitome of D tier. It is like just the worst ghost in the game, probably. You might consider Hantu like one of the worst ghosts in the game as well, or Banshee. Like, you could like say that any of these is. Sometimes it could be a strength where if you don't, like, if you're playing on a large map, like a Asylum, and you have no idea where the Shade is because it's not making any noise, that could be strong. Like, sometimes on larger maps it can be strong, but even on small maps you usually find the ghost. You can just turn on the breaker, use the thermo to find the ghost, and then you'll know, like, okay, this is a Shade, I'm bored, I'm gonna leave now. So yeah, I think Shade is D tier. It is absolutely trash. 63% of people in chat agree with me. S tier. 27% vote S tier. It seems like people were trolling because that is definitely not the case. You bunch of trolls. Anyway, I think this is a certified D tier. I know some people like think this ghost can be scary because it's so shy, but I don't think that works. There's a few other things that the shade does more often than other ghosts. It does the shadow model a lot during ghost events, and it does the airball hiss ghost event also more often than other ghosts do. And if you want to know more like little details like that about every ghost, I again made the ghost guide where I just talk about every single ghost for like 2 hours. Not 2 hours for every single ghost, but 2 hours combined, and just tell you everything I know. So if you want to know more, then there you go. Anyway, Spirit. Spirit doesn't have a strength. It only has a weakness. It is literally the blandest ghost imaginable. It doesn't early hunt. It doesn't do anything speedy during hunts. The only thing that it does is if you smudge it, it is pacified for a lot longer than usual. Whereas every other ghost will be disabled for 1.5 minutes, Spirit will be disabled for 3 minutes, so double the time. Which can be a really easy way to detect it. It doesn't do anything special. It's just super, super average. Now, you would say it's average, so it goes B tier, but that's not really how I've made this list. If you just nerf yourself and you don't do anything special, like, this is such a boring ghost. It's such a boring ghost to talk about. I think it's just D tier. It doesn't do anything. It's just a bland ghost model, and it nerfs itself on top of that. Like, you could say it's C tier because it's better than a shade, but we're just gonna shove it up the list here. Like somewhere here. I don't know, Obake, it's somewhere here. It's just, it doesn't do anything. It's not good. It doesn't early hunt, doesn't go faster. Just done. And what are people voting? D tier, 69%. Nicely done, guys. 69% voting Spirit D tier. I think that's about it. Let's end the poll because this is just the Spirit is done. Okay, next one. The twins. Very, very interesting ghosts. I really, really like the twins. The twins are very complex. There's basically two ghosts that you're dealing with. One that's the main ghost, and one that's the decoy ghost. The decoy ghost can do everything that the ghost can do. It can hunt, it can do ghost events, it can throw things, it can make you believe that the ghost is somewhere where it's actually not. But it doesn't give evidence. It doesn't give freezing temperatures in Spirit Box. It can give EMF 5, which can actually be kind of good, because if it gives EMF 5, you might think, oh, we found the ghost, it gave us EMF 5, and then you go like tunnel vision on an area of the map where the ghost isn't even at, because you're dealing with the decoy. And it can hunt from there as well, which can make it hunt from directions you're not expecting, so it does have that surprise factor. It does have the delayed, like, investigation, because the decoy can make it hard to know where it is exactly. It can make the investigation take longer, which can lead to you getting hunted, and getting chain hunted, because you ran out of pills and now you're in the chain hunt territory. It has a somewhat interesting ability where the decoy is 110% of normal ghost speed, and the twin is 90% of normal ghost speed. However, this is like a nerf on average, because most of the time the real ghost will hunt and it won't be the decoy that hunts. So most of the time you'll be dealing with a slightly slower ghosts than usual, which can actually make it a little bit weaker. Although if you do get that decoy hunt from a location you don't expect and it's also a little faster, you really can get like chain killed and just can turn into a really quick disaster. Let me actually, yeah, I think I was just checking my notes where I put this one, because I do think that you could argue for it being A tier or B tier. I think you could say A tier because of the fact that it throws you off and it can sometimes hunt from different directions, but that's all it does. It doesn't have any early hunting abilities. Really, it can make the investigation look longer, which can early hunt. But it does have the twin interactions that give it away. Like, the twin can sometimes be very obvious, which makes it be a quicker investigation, especially on nightmare mode where you have to do some kind of no evidence testing. So it could be either or. I think I am going to put it in B tier. I see people in chat said that it was A tier. I just don't think so. It doesn't really do that much. It's tricky to deal with. It can be surprising when you're like, oh wait, this was the decoy all along, what the heck? But it really isn't that special. Like, it doesn't early hunt. It doesn't hunt in a more dangerous way. But it's like the Goryo for me. It's like Goryo, where the only thing that it does is make itself harder to detect. But that's all it does. Like, I kind of reserve the S and A tier for stuff that's, like, dangerous when it comes to, like, you're gonna lose your life against these more often than not. Whereas B tier is still, like, strong ghost. Like, I'm reserving B tier for strong ghosts, but just the twins only really makes the quest a little harder, but it doesn't do much more than that. So I'm gonna leave it in B tier. I see you guys said A tier. Would love to know what you think. Do you agree with me or with chat? 29% said B tier and 64% said A tier. All right, we're reaching the end of it. We're at the last 3. We got a Wraith. Wraith here, interesting ghost. Has mostly the strength of the Wraith is that it has a very cool hidden ability. It has a hidden ability where it can teleport to any player on the map and decide to, like, do ghost events there, do hunts there, and start roaming from there. So it can really be confusing when the ghost is, like, teleporting around the map. You don't know where the ghost room is. Like, what is going on here? This is such a weird ghost. But that's it. It only has that, and it has an insane weakness. The weakness of the Wraith is that it doesn't leave footprints when it steps in salt. This is, like, the most well-known thing, like the most well-known no evidence thing in the game. Like, everyone knows this. Everyone knows, oh, it might be a Wraith. Let's get salt in here. Oh, it didn't leave any footsteps. Boom, it's a Wraith. Like, it's just, as soon as you have Wraith be an option, you just take one pile of salt in there, you get those footsteps, and then you instantly know it's a Wraith. So the quest is significantly shorter when you're dealing with a Wraith. But it can be pretty scary. It can be pretty scary when it's teleporting around the map. Like, it's kind of, it depends on how it went. Like, if you were on top of the game and you got the investigation done really quickly, you can just leave and you're good. But if the ghost starts teleporting around and you get confused and you can't really do the salt because it's now on a different side of the map and you're like, wait, I have just put all my salt in this one room and now you're somewhere else. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, that can actually kind of, like, bypass that it has this huge weakness if you place all your salt instantly, which I would never recommend anyway. So yeah, I think this is a C or B tier. I think you could say that it's C tier because the salt weakness is so huge, but the teleportation can really throw you off a lot. And it doesn't. It's so hard. It's so hard. I think this has to be B or C tier. I would say C tier. My notes here say B tier, but the more I think of it, this goes, like, it's kind of like the Phantom, really. Like, it has a really, really glaring flaw that instantly gives it away, and then it has somewhat of a fun strength. But the strength, like, doesn't even get it kills. Like, it makes it confusing to deal with, but it doesn't buff it in terms of, like, actually killing the player. So I think I'm actually gonna agree with people in chat here. 71% says that it's C tier. I agree with that. B tier, 18%. I can see B tier. I originally placed it in B tier, but the more I think about it, I think it's better than this. It's like Wraith, Phantom, Polter, I would say here in this C tier for now. All right. 2 more ghosts to go. The next ghost, Yokai. Very, very strong ghosts. Like, similar to Demon in terms of early hunting potential. If you're unfamiliar with the Yokai can early hunt at 80% sanity if you're allowed next to the ghost. This is the earliest hunt, except the Demon doing its, like, special ability. So the Yokai can be one of the earliest hunters in the game. And you're almost always loud. So if you're loud next to this ghost, it can early hunt, which you're always trying to make the ghost do things by yelling at it, by talking with the spirit box, which this ghost also has spirit box as evidence. Very cheeky, very cheeky. So it is almost always going to early hunt you. But you can counter it by being quiet, although being quiet is not that fun. So I tend to be loud even when I do have kind of an idea that it's a Yokai. I think that is very strong, but that is all it has. It can be like, completely countered if you just don't talk, which is boring again, but you can do it as a way to not get hunted, and then it will only hunt at 50% sanity. It can give itself away by doing an early hunt, but I'm not really gonna count that because if you get hunted, you're in danger, so I'm not gonna count the fact that, oh wait, it early hunted, it must be a demon or a yokai. Like, that's not really a giveaway, that's just scary. And it has a pretty insignificant weakness. The weakness of the yokai is that it doesn't hear you that well during a hunt, which can be impactful, more impactful than you think probably, but not as impactful, like not super impactful. When it's chasing you, you can actually lose it a lot more easily than other ghosts. Like if you cut the corner, most ghosts will continue tracking you because you are like using your flashlight to know where you're going. The yokai won't do that because the yokai also doesn't hear your flashlight from far away. It has a closer range on audio and electronical equipment during hunts, so it counts for both of that. It's not just audio, which can make you lose it a lot quicker. So that can be sometimes a way to get away to get out of like to get away from the yokai very quickly, but it doesn't really matter that much. It's not a faster ghost, so it won't be catching you very quickly during a hunt. It doesn't have like Revenant or Raiju or Jinn stuff, but the early hunting is really, really strong. However, I don't think it's demon level. I don't think the fact that the demon got the new ability where it can hunt at any sanity plus 70% default hunting ability means that even if you're across the map trying to get to the ghost room, you can just be continuously attacked over and over again. You'll never be able to reach the ghost room. That doesn't happen against a yokai. These like severe chain hunt situations don't occur when you're against a yokai because you have to be close to the ghost to trigger the early hunt. So it's much less scary when it comes to chain hunting. So I'm actually gonna put it in A tier. I know some people might say S tier here, but it's just a discount demon, kind of, a little bit. Even though it can hunt more quickly than the demon can, I don't think that it really deserves that S spot, but it is definitely A tier for me. Those early hunts are very, very significant. And wait, I didn't see it. I was looking, but I thought the vote was still about to continue. Where did people vote for this one? Was it 70% A tier? Okay, I agree. A tier is where I would put it as well. Again. Okay, so let's move on to the last ghost. Yurei. Yurei is kind of a shitty ghost. I really think Yurei could deserve some love. The Yurei has an ability where it can drop your sanity by 13% when it's near you, which is very little. That's like a ghost event. And recently they have made it the case that it gives itself away when it does that. If it does the ability, it'll close a door completely next to you. Like it'll close one door from fully open if you had it fully open, and it'll smack it closed and then make the shutting noise. So you can really easily detect this because it sounds very different from a normal door closing. A normal door touch will be like a small touch and it won't really fully close, or even if it fully closes, it'll immediately make the shutting noise. When the Yurei does it, it'll close the door and then it'll be a short delay and then you hear the shutting noise of the door. So it's very obvious when it's the Yurei. So it gives itself away when it uses its sanity drain ability, which is its main strength. The only strength that the Yurei has is that it can drain your sanity a bit quicker and then get a hunt in, like a cheeky hunt in there. But it's like so bad because the Jinn does this twice as good and it doesn't give away that it does it. So I think I actually originally had this in B tier, but now that I'm explaining it, like, I don't think I can put this above C tier. Like, you would think, oh, it drains your sanity. It can be dangerous, and you can get early hunted. But no, not really, because if you get it once, you instantly know that you're dealing with a Yurei, right? So, whereas the Jinn can like, chip away at your sanity and surprise early hunt you, the Yurei can't do that. Because if you get that to happen, you like instantly know, oh, hey, it's a Yurei, and then you can just leave, or you can eat more sanity pills and like stay healthy. It does do it a bit more often recently because they have buffed all abilities, which also makes the Yokai a lot stronger, by the way. They have buffed all ability frequency, so now any ghost with an ability will do it more often. But again, the Jinn will do that too. The Jinn eats your sanity twice as effective as the Yurei, and it doesn't have a way that it tells you that it does it. So I don't know why they should just turn this around. They should just give the Yurei a huge sanity drop, like maybe even 50%, but then it gives itself away, right? 50% sanity drop, and then it gives itself away. This could make it very scary if you're a completionist. If you're a completionist and you want to finish the whole quest, do all objectives, and you just lost 50% sanity, that could be cool. I don't know why it's such a low number, why it's 13%. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I think we have a pretty balanced list here. Let me know what you thought. Do you agree with my list? Where would you make changes? Would you, like, I know there's some things that people might change. Some people might say Shade or Hantu might be different. The Revenant might be higher or lower for some people. The Yokai might be higher or lower for some people. The Mimic as well. But this is my list. My opinions change all the time. I love learning things about the game. I love being wrong and learning something new and then getting, like, a better opinion on things. But this is my opinion as of now. Let me know what you thought. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join the Love the Gamers here in chat, you can join us over at twitch.tv/Insym every single day at 7 p.m. Central European time. Thank you very much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Also, again, if you want to learn more about all these ghosts in more detail than I went over in this one, or if you think I left some stuff out, I guarantee you that I will have included everything that any ghost can do in the ghost guide that, again, I linked over in the top right if you want to learn more about the ghost. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. We did that quicker than last time. We did that in 1 hour and 9 minutes. I'm impressed, guys. We went through it pretty quickly compared to when we did the ghost or the tier list originally. I also used it originally as kind of a ghost guide, so I actually explained every single bit that the ghost can do. So that made it a lot longer, but since I just did the ghost guide, I decided not to do it that way this time. Alrighty, let's go. We're gonna play games now. That was it. That was the ghost guide. Did you guys enjoy it? Do you agree with me, or do you think I'm some kind of dumbass? Solid list? I think it's a solid list. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm gonna save it as well. I think it's solid. Insym's here list. Should have put Shade S there for the memes. Alright, anyway. Now we're gonna play some Phasmo. Oni may be higher. Oni is way too low. I don't think so. I mean, this is my opinion after. Let's find an Oni. I would love to find an Oni. Vampire Survivors got a small update. That's cool. I love Vampire Survivors. I haven't played it since the stream though. All right. Here we are. We are level 7,400 exactly. I'm also gonna change the title. Boom, 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 boom. And my voice is dying after every time I do one of those long talking sessions. Hunting. Oh, what the? I clicked refresh. Alright, let's play a game. Ooh, we're gonna go to Bleastil on Nightmare mode. Let's have it. Let's have it. If I play Pokemon Legends, Pokemon Legends looks so weird. I watched someone play it yesterday, and it looked like a fan game to me. It was so strange. Like it looked like a modded Pokemon game. It's fun. Like it looked so weird. There were like a bunch of Pokemon standing around. Like I guess it made sense. I don't know. And then the person I was watching found like a starter Pokemon, and I was like, what? Doesn't make any sense. I guess maybe I just watched the bad section. I don't know. Super Cloudberry, thank you for the 100 biddies. Lazy Baka, thank you for the 100 biddies. Lofty with the 400 biddies. Spike with the gift sub. Dusk with the 600 biddies. Thank you. Oh. Alrighty, we are against Donald Williams. Ghost event, salt, and repel the ghost with a smudge stick. Let's go Nightmare mode. Can we do it? I hope so. Well, I played Phasmo in VR. Oh, I should really play Phasmo in VR before they do the big rework. You like it? Hey, Mini Subi. Is that a music box? Nope, that's a phone. Nope, it's a phone. Cards? No. Mirror? Yes. I'll see us. Thank you for the 15 months. Where's the ghost? That doesn't tell me much. I'm gonna wait a little bit to make the thing rotate, and then I'm gonna look again. Okay, it's the hallway. That's a little stinky. Oh no, a door! It's over here. Right here, no? Can you give us a sign? I absolutely will play Phasmo in VR after they update it. They're working on it. I wonder how impactful it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be like a big change for people playing this game in VR. How many people play this game in VR? Like, often. I don't think it's the majority. I think it's like a very small percentage of people that play this game, like, mostly in VR. The main things that I really dislike about VR is the constant push to talk, which leads the ghost to your location all the time, and the fact that it's so hard in hunts to like rotate and get away from the ghost. Like, it feels very restrictive during hunts. So Subaton, thank you for the 1,500 biddies. Thank you. Well, we know where the ghost is. Let's check for fingies. Hence for community games, who knows? You can see it in Steam statistics, can you? You can hide, like, you can glitch a lot of things, but I don't think most people that... You just giggled. Also, the bear has a rotated face. What the fuck? That's messed up. No fingies. You're a little spooky. Why you always gotta be hallway ghost, huh? Can you never be nice? Donald? Are you my friend? Are you friendly? It's not very friendly. We do have an evidence, though. I do like that. Grab that photo cam. Wait, why am I... Don't want that. Guess that's a no. Orbs can actually be over here. But they're not. Attack. I'm gonna die. No Orbeez? No freezing? No fingerprints? Can you give us a sign? Wait, it can't be a shade. Why are you so shy? What have I done? Malka, thank you for the gift sub. Alright, we're leaving that there. Turn this back on. What was that? That's a bear. Oh, this looks so weird. Dirty water. You can actually take this photo now. You can take the photo if the dirty water just happened. You can take it. And it'll count as an interaction instead of the... instead of dirty water. You don't want to take dirty water photos because they're really... Whoa! Whoa, you took a shower? Hello there. Nice. Oh, what? Excuse me! I'm dead. Not a Jinn again? Fuck off! Is this another Jinn? I've been having so many... Jinns hate me! Or it could just be an early hunting ghost, like a yokai or something. Hey, Aegis, what's up? Aegis and bread. Can I hide here? It's a box. What's in the box? What's not me? I'm not A tier. Yeah, we just did a ghost tier list, put the Jinn in A tier, and this ghost is like, I'll show you A tier. Okay, I think we're good. Whew, that's a little spooky. Jinn didn't respect his privacy, so it decided to murder me. Thank you for the 100 BTs as well, I guess. And Nabella, thank you for the prime. What is my... Oh, I can't even check my sanity. Okay, we're gonna have to eat pills. We're gonna have to eat pills. We're playing on nightmare mode, so we're gonna have to eat pills and see how many we can take. We should be... I would expect to only be able to take like one here. Oh, I did lose like 21% sanity from the mirror. That's true. That's a lot of sanity, man. That's a lot of sanity, man. Did I get Jinned again? Are you fucking joking me, man? Can it be? No, it can't even be a Jinn. Or it could be the Mimic. Ah, it could be Mimic, but then it would be orbs. Wait, how am I this low sanity? What the fuck? Is it the Mimic? Like, is it just doing wildcard shit? Like, what is going on here? Yokai? But like, no, because it, like, the thing is not the early hunt here. It wasn't an early hunt. It was a normal hunt, but my sanity was lower than expected. Of course, the Jinn can do the special. It's kind of creepy. It turned off all the lights. It's definitely not a Mare, because it has been turning on lights. We know that. Are you here? Knock? It's the ghost who knocks. It knocked on the window. Phantom? No, we took a photo and it didn't show. The Phantom drains sanity a little bit quicker when you look at it, but it's barely ever relevant. It's barely ever any Revenant. Man, I can't speak. What the fuck is wrong with me? Proto Rock, thank you for the prime. Lynn, thank you for the sub. There. Cat Scratch Sketches. Thank you for making me look even dumber. Also, thank you for the gift sub. Alright, salt. And then we need to repel it. I guess we could just trigger. Are we gonna detect this one during the hunt? That's kind of cool. You waited for that, didn't you? That's pretty ominous. Do the dots. Ooh. Salsa Mexico, thank you for the gift sub. I don't think it's orbs. No, I don't think either. Could it be ratting? The ghost is playing with me. Hey, Charlie. It is a dark house. Check other rooms for orbs. Write in the book. Do it now. Okay, there you go. I shouldn't be able to get hunted right away again. I don't have a photo cam. I should grab one. Blood cup. Super Cloudberry, thank you for the 100 biddies. The only thing better than my videos are my sweaters. I'll take that as a win. Okay, let's get this and motion sensor. How can I get my sweater? That's a trade secret. I cannot give that away. Why not dirty water pick? It's terrible. There's a different value associated with each photo type, and dirty water is one of the worst. So you should never take it. That's the long and short of it. Ah! Feet! Wait. Aha! It is not a wraith, if that was even an option, I don't know. But Emma, will I be in time? I will not be in time. That is depressing. I'll leave this here. Could you write in my book, dear ghost? I feel like you are... Oh. You're gonna disappear. That footprint? Yeah, there you go. Give me a sign. It's also, thank you for the gift sub. Shadow Tiger, thank you for the 4 months. Thank you, guys. Who's there? You want this? Right in the book. I should have checked you. Don't touch me! It's not an Oni. Where are you going? Oh no, it's gonna do the upstairs thing. I hate it when they do this. It's gonna become an attic ghost. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't you dare. Sometimes ghosts do like a ghost event like that, and then they go to the attic, and then they just start chilling there. That phone ring was very loud, yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. It is a poltergeist. What happened there? What the fuck? Yeah, you are totally correct. What is this shit? That's not normal. Everything, literally every single item here has been thrown. It has to be a poltergeist. So then it's hiding the writing then? Oh. Yeah, you are correct. Very well. Very observant of you. Also, I need the bone and then we have a perfect game. Wait, I already got the bone. Never mind. Yeah, we just need interaction. Unstable Echo, thank you for the 5 gift subs. What was the shadows? What do you mean, what was the shadows? I don't know what you mean. Aha, you're stepping over here? Well, how about you step in myself then, huh? Do it again. Wait a minute. It could have actually dropped my sanity with the explosion. But then how did I not notice the explosion? But it could have done that. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. All right, Poltergeist, you're impressive. Did I move the bear or did he throw the bear back up straight? I swear I left the bear like this. I'm not sure. The neck is broken? Yeah, don't worry about it. Can you write in this book? I would just want to see it. I mean, I think we know you're a poltergeist. Cool run. That was a fun one. Like, one evidence, but we still know what it is. It's kind of special. We need to repel the ghost with the smudge stick, though, so let's do that. Fingies? No, it didn't show fingies, that's for sure. All right, smudge, or repel the ghost time. Could you see dots with the mirror? Wait. Could you? Forgot the bone photo, did I? No. I think you can. Hey there, ghost. Wait, you are an attic ghost. You did do this stupid thing. I told you that I was gonna do that. Every time you see a ghost event go up to the attic, you have to be like, oh, fuck. Wait. You little stinker. Come over here. Take this. Bye. Goodbye. ET Cow, thank you for the 300 biddies. That's cool. Cool game. Alright. Let's get out of here. That was a good first run of the day. The escape objectives always make me nervous. Just light your smudge stick very early. Like you will almost never miss the smudge stick, and even if you miss it, it'll hit on the way out. Like the smudge stick either applies at the start of the smudge or at the end of it. So if you light the smudge stick and you missed, you lit it so early that it didn't apply to the ghost, you'll get it when the smudge stick runs out. So don't worry about it. Also, thank you for the gift sub. All right, let's go. We haven't seen the writing, but I'm pretty sure that it must be. Yeah, there you go. Nice, good shit. That was fun. That was a fun game. 14 minutes, nice little game. Let's move on to the next. We're gonna do a, I don't know. I don't often do back-to-backs, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I don't know why. I'm just like looking at Bleak still and it's looking kind of hot.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment.
David Davis! It's David!
I've also written some notes.
David! What the fuck? I haven't seen you in a long ass time. Capture a photo of the ghost, smudge sticks, and salt. All right, Nightmare Mode 2, David. What do you got for me? It's David Davis. The man, the myth, the legend. He used to be like the scariest ghost of all time. That is why we have an emote that's like a David emote. people might not remember, but they used to be terrifying. Also, we got tarot cards. Don't do this to me, David. Okay, I had to do it for the memes. Imagine that was the Hanged Man. It's just over. It's just done. We'll pull those later. We'll pull those. We'll see how this ends. But first, though. Where's the ghost? There's a breaker. Let's check this. And then we go into the attic. Aha, it's a bone and a breaker. I'll take that. Do we have a hiding spot too? I don't expect it, but it would be nice. Nope, we don't. That's okay though. We've turned on the breaker, so in a few moments we can use the thermometer to detect the ghost if it ends up being quiet for a little longer. We could also pull more cards, but it's a little risky. There you go. It was too risky because I know exactly where the ghost is now. Can we even get the EMF? It's the rocking chair room. There you go. EMF 5? Also photo? Yes. I was quick. EMF 5. Is this gonna be an Oni? That would be so fitting. How you doing today? I'm gonna turn on the light if you don't mind, so I can see what I'm doing. You got a nice hat, David. You wanna rock on the chair? It could be in this room too. You have to be a little careful when the ghost interacts with items that are on, like, against the wall. They can also be on the opposite side of the wall a lot of the time because they detect in a range that goes through walls. Let's go get some items. I can barely see. Jeebus. That's a dark. There you go. That's better. Probably a Jinn. That is a very quick assumption. What's my favorite map? I really like this one, and I really like Maple Lodge. I like a lot of Tanglewood, Willow Street has. Edgefield recently has been doing lots of work, lots of awesome games for me. We're gonna do this, and we'll grab actually a motion sensor. Let's see even which one of the rooms it is. I've been loving motion sensors. I don't know, it just feels like you're doing the right thing when you grab a motion sensor and you get it to work. Like if the motion sensor starts going off, you know, like, okay, I'm in the right room, the ghost is here with me. Just have a chat. Sound sensors, like, I wish there was some kind of way to use them in the map itself. Like the fact that you can only use the sound sensors when you're in the truck just inherently makes them so boring for me. You see? You see? It did the thing in the other room now. That's what I was talking about. But this might also... Okay, that's kind of scary. I don't have a flashlight. Well, it's not a Jinn. You were incorrect, because it did just turn off the breaker. It threw the cup here? Aha, it threw this cup. That one, and it's freezing. This cup is definitely far enough away. Now you have had two instances of activity. We got this one and the one next to the wall, right? So that one was a little suspicious because it was close to a wall. This one is also close to a wall, but the fact that we got both and a knock on the window means that it should be in this room. And now we have another confirmation. Let's get, oh wait, I had a UV on me, oops. Was it this one though? Yes, fingerprints, no fingies, and freezing again. Wait, we already have everything. Wait, it's nightmare mode, and it's not a Jinn. Wait a minute. You threw the cup. EMF 5. We gotta listen for twin interaction. Is this gonna be an Oni? Is David Davis an Oni, the chosen one? It's the chosen one. I'm actually gonna place this motion sensor over near the mannequin, just to know when you're gonna do anything spooky with that one. Let's turn on the breaker, because this is annoying. You can't turn on that light, because you fucked it up. It tried to turn on a light. Shade because of breaker? I mean, it doesn't have to be. Oh! Wait, you... I see. We have come to an agreement. Thank you. I like you. It turned it on for me. I don't know if you didn't want me to leave. It was like, no, stay here. Okay then. Well, hello, David. Can you show yourself? I'm gonna turn this light on and I hope it doesn't explode. It didn't explode. It's very cold here. Do you want a hug? David? What the f— I didn't even see you. Hello? Why are all the lights— like, look at this room. Imagine living here and then you turn on your main room light and then half your room is just pure darkness. Like, imagine living in a room, in a house like that. That'd be depressing. Well, I do see he does want a hug. Where are you? Oh, the bunny. Oh no! Wait, hello. Okay. He wants darkness. Do you want— shall I bring the candles, David? Ooh, don't tell Lisa. Definitely not a shade. I think this is like, again, this is why Onis are such the best ghosts in the game at the moment. They're so much fun. And they're like, it's just a gentleman's agreement between you and the Oni. You go like, yep, it's obviously an Oni and we're having lots of fun here. And then you just leave feeling very satisfied because you knew that it was an Oni. The ghost got to spook you a few times. I'm gonna grab one of these. Onis are paid actors, exactly. Onis or Mimic. It can't be a Mimic because we got EMF 5 and the Mimic can't do that. We need friends response on the spirit box. I don't know. I don't think Onis really like me all that much. I mean, maybe. I don't know if that's how they show it. You did just break the lights, which is a little unfortunate. I don't think this motion sensor is doing anything. Let's just place it back here. Oop. Ooh. Woo! Okay. See, that's the danger. That's the danger of an Oni. Like, that's why I say Onis are like, we put Onis B tier in the tier list, and I think that they— oh god, am I— especially on nightmare mode, Onis can be like somewhat early hunters. It's a very loud and obvious early hunt. Like, they're screaming at you, I'm gonna hunt you, I'm dropping your sanity by using ghost events, but they just spam them so much that there's like little you can do. Very short hunts. If you don't trigger cursed hunts, they're so short. We also have the tarot cards. We need to have some fun with that. How do you know it's a hunt or an event? If it starts kind of sneakily, like if it starts quietly, like you don't hear a door, you don't hear a light switch, you don't see the ghost immediately, it's usually a hunt. Like, the quieter the start of the event is, the more likely that it is a ghost event and not a or the more likely that's a hunt and not a ghost event. Candles, yes. I did have to take a pill though, because I don't want to get murdered by you. Are you one of the developers of the game? No. No. I also had a crucifix in here. What the heck, man? 3 death cards and a hanged man. Oh no. Oh no. We need to have some fun moments before hanged man. Yeah. They really improved the skybox. I love it. You promised him candles too. All right then. I'll take a candle. We still need to do all the stuff. We haven't gotten a ghost photo yet somehow. Let me actually take another pill, because I feel like this ghost will do so many ghost events that it'll probably be hunting very soon. Will I upload part 3 of Project Zombo? Yes, soon. Maybe tomorrow. The fan is on. Are you warm? Is it hot in here, or is that just you? Oh, you blew out the candle immediately. What the fuck? What? What happened? I heard a door, but that sounded far away. Wait, is it an Oni? Wait, is it the twins? Oh. No. No! Do we have to smudge it passively or actively? Yeah, we have to smudge it passively. There you go, we got it. Now the salt. Gotta place it up. Where's the mannequin? Hey there. Hey there. Hopefully those all counted. Ooh, they did. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off if you don't mind. It's a little loud. A little loud for my liking. Can you give us a sign? I would love to see your face. Whoa, what's with that? What's with the mirror? Knock! Who's knocking? I can take this photo. Interaction. He's busy. 2-star footstep. Oh, what? 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 Oh yeah, footstep has priority over fucking interactions now. God damn it. Stupid priority system ruining my life. You know, the priority system should really, I don't know, it should have some more intelligence when it comes to what you're trying to take. Like, if it should just prioritize the most amount of points. Like, if you take a photo, like this photo is worse than a 3-star interaction photo, which was also there. Wait a minute. Yeah. So what they should do is they should see which photos are in the picture that you take, and then just pick the one with the most points, right? That's the easiest system, like, by far. That would lead to you taking ghost photos, first of all, then bones. I guess what could be problematic is if you get, like, a 1-star bone photo, which is technically better than a 3-star interaction photo, and then which one do you take? Like, do you give them the 1-star bone photo? Probably not. So it's like, it's a difficult thing to balance, but I feel like there could be some, like, very straightforward formula, like 3-star photos. Maybe just, oh, that's through the wall. Maybe just any. So, okay, I'm gonna try this. People said that you take the photo as if you take a fingerprint photo. That doesn't work either. Like, why do people, like, people said to me, you should take the photo as if it's a fingerprint photo. Like, last video, I complained in the video about that fingerprints, that door photos never work for me. And then people said, oh, you're a stupid idiot. You should take them as if they're fingerprints photos. And it also doesn't work. So it's like, what do you want from me? The door handle is in here. It's like, like, you must have not tested it thoroughly enough. Like, you must have just taken like one photo of one door one time, and then it worked, and then you went like, okay, that's the way to do it. Like, on a consistent basis, what the fuck? Like, they barely ever work consistently. Like, it is so inconsistent. Like, I have tried so many different ways. Every time, like, I'm not trying to be mean or like to the people that make them, that do take them. Every time someone tells me you should try it this way, I try it that way, and sometimes it works, and then I keep trying it that way, and then it starts failing, and then it's like, wait a minute, okay, so that doesn't work either. Like, I want this to work. Like, I'm not. Like, I want to be able to take door photos reliably, but just not a thing. What are you doing here? Are you trying to get me to pull the tarot card? Mrs. Movie Lady? Killer Bee, thank you for the sub. Yeah, I don't know. That did not start quietly at all. It turned off the light. It walked towards me immediately. That was extremely loud, Peter. Like, that's the thing. You're looking for your... Was that one? I don't even know. Please don't hunt me. No! My sanity! No! My life! Uh-oh. I'm dead. What am I doing? You have to kind of turn off your lights so you don't lead the ghost to your location, and then you lose it somewhere halfway through. Did I get it? I did get it. Okay, I got the ghost photo. Whew. So yeah, I wish I could, like, I can't put my stamp of approval on any strategy whatsoever to take door photos. Like, I know sometimes some strategies work, but there is not a single strategy that works 100% of the time. Also, I don't even know what this ghost is. Like, it might still be the twins. I think it's just an Oni, though. Like, we haven't seen any twin interactions, right? Well, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Maybe you never touch the door. Maybe touching the door ruins the door photo. That's something, maybe. Like, I'm trying to close the door to make the photo as consistent as possible, right? So it's always taken in the exact same way. Because if you don't close the door, like, oh, it was actually the twins. Well played, active twin. Yeah, we could have. I didn't hear any twin interaction ever. That was like the decoy was so far away from the twin that you just couldn't get those twin interactions to happen. Also, 25 interactions. Like, I asked this yesterday to the developers. Like, I think something is wrong with the interaction count, but I don't know exactly what it is. And I did also in my example include a twin that had no interactions at all, like barely any. But apparently twin interactions are still counted. Twin interactions, according to DK, are still counted in the tally up. It's like, it's easier to explain why sometimes you get too many. It's almost impossible to explain why sometimes you get not enough. It doesn't count interactions during hunts, by the way. So that is not the explanation. The explanation on why you sometimes get so many interactions is because even if a ghost tries to do an interaction, but it's stopped in some way or another, like, it's either canceled because it doesn't, like, it's too shy of a personality type, so it's just a shade, or it can't find anything to interact with. It'll still add 1 to the tally. So yeah, it doesn't check if the interaction actually went through. It only checks if it tried to do one. It's interaction attempts, yeah. Alrighty, we got Kenneth. There's another Kenneth. Repel the ghost with smudge stick motion sensor and boost event. Let's go do the thing, shall we? Nightmare mode continues. You can't get EMA 5 during a hunt. It doesn't go higher than 4. Andy, thank you for the 100 biddies. There's a glitch on the campsite where you get on top of the cabin. That sounds cool. We have a hiding spot. I have not seen the voodoo doll on this map in a long time. Now, I'm not complaining because I think it's a terrible item, but something of note. Hey, CJ, what's up? Yeah, they can do lots of events when you're in the truck, but, like, still. Cards again? I'm dead. I'm doing it. Only 1 though. Okay, that's my sanity. Well, only 2 though. Bro. Feels bad when you don't have friends and you get the High Priestess. Sad. The only time I've ever revived someone with the High Priestess card, then they immediately... I don't know if you've ever seen this, CJ, but this is probably the best tarot card moment of all time. So someone... We were doing tarot roulette. Someone pulled the tarot card... Someone pulled the Hanged Man card. Died. Then I pulled the High Priestess. Revived them. Then they pulled another card, and it was another Hanged Man card. They got fucked. You saw it on the Clips channel. Oh, it was so funny. Is this a shade? Got him. See, the tarot cards can sometimes be lots of fun. It's just that Oh, fuck, man. I hate and love them. Okay, I should have picked up the car key. I've never had that happen with a tower card. I need this. Oh. That was interesting. Okay, let's get some stuff in here. We are playing on Nightmare. I'm gonna take a pill because we got one Wheel of Fortune that was red, so we lost 25% sanity. So we're gonna take one to heal us a little bit. We're gonna get one motion sensor in there again, and the camera. Yeah. You're still going. You turn off the breaker, or did you turn on a light which popped the breaker? I think you probably just turned off the breaker though, which is evidence, or it's something of note because it means it's not a Jinn. Yep, you turned it off. All right then. Enough fun. Stop the fun. Where's the mannequin? Excuse? Did my thing just glitch out for a second, or am I the only one who saw that? Hello? Is there any ghost in this room? It's so incredibly quiet. I'm gonna place this like there. Are you my friend? Hurt? Can I help you? I wish that was a question. I don't know. We got spirit box. Can you get EMF off of this? At the booty of the car. Wait. Shh. Stop being so loud. You're the loudest ghost in existence. All right, placing that there. You're not gonna leave without me knowing. I'm gonna keep the lights on now if you don't mind. You might mind, but I don't care. We have a hiding spot in the ghost room itself. That's not very nice. Fingerprint on the car, like on the windshield. That'd be kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna go. That looked kind of. Oh wait, it touched this door? Huh. That could have been an indication of the twins. I don't know. So CJ, now that you're here, I would love to. Is there? People said that if you are low sanity, the lights will sometimes blink randomly anywhere on the map. I have never seen this. Like, I've only seen the lights blink around the ghost. That's just a myth, right? Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you for doing a sanity check on me, because I was going insane. I was like, that's never been in the patch notes. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. Light switch only blink when the ghost is near the light switch. Exactly. Which is a very important thing to note. So then sometimes you get like light switches across the map, and then you're like, wait a minute, this ghost is doing weird stuff. So yeah, thank you. Aha! Looks like we have a Phantom or a Poltergeist. Maybe it's a Poltergeist, because there's actually not that many items in this room. There is cock though, and the cock is still standing. So I think this is not a mimic, or not a Poltergeist. I did that. Can I crouch under it? Yes, I can. Okay. Interesting ghost. We do have the tarot card carry. Tarot card carry. We're gonna get an easy peasy devil card into a photo of a phantom. Do it. I'm just gonna sit in here. We're gonna sit in here, and if the ghost hunts, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm not here. Oh, come on. There you are! Let me swap! Wait. I think it didn't disappear. I'm pretty sure it's not a phantom. I'm pretty sure. I think it stayed. So it's gotta be. It's not in the photo, but it didn't disappear before the photo was finished. I think this is I don't think that was a phantom. Well, there's only one way to find out. We can actually, okay. What did you just throw? Wait a minute. That sounded like it was over here. What the fuck? You see, it's kind of weird though. The blinking is so strange. Like it does it so much. Boomer Strike, thank you for the 5 gift subs. I don't know what you just threw. Oh, this. Oh. I see. This doesn't feel like a polter though. Maybe it's a sneaky mimic? I should mimic? That sounds disgusting. Alright, we're gonna keep going. You're locked now! You will not leave me! Okay, let's sit in here. I don't even know if this works. Ah, there you go. It is indeed back here. I'm going to take this photo now. Thank you very much. Interaction, easy peasy. I don't know why, but I want to just get that EMF. Just makes me feel happy. Thank you. Stop it. We have like 2 or 1 more card. Let's hope it doesn't kill us. Okay. Photo again. Fuck. Whoa! Where? Holy shit, this is a disco! Ah! Bro. I was just doing some science. I'm just out here. Where did I put the tarot cards? There they are. You, please. We have gone through so much together, you and I. Kenneth, please save me. He didn't want to save me, but I do. Thank you, Zach, for the $50 donation. You're my favorite streamer and are helpful to... and are super helpful to me with my Phasmo games. Thank you for streaming. Well, thank you for hanging out, and thank you for the donation as well. You didn't have to do that. Whew. Does it know? It's the lights are... Okay, there we go. What's wrong with you? It should be a polter. I guess we'll have to do... I'm pretty sure I stayed in the photo. Like, I don't know. Well, we'll just have to do it. We'll just have to do a loopy. Oh, that was polter. It was a polter. It threw multiple things. Yup, and you can see it. This is actually an amazing way to tell. We had this last game too. The best way you can tell if a poltergeist did its ability, if there is, Jesus Christ, I can't speak, is if there is an area where all of the items are thrown. So there is like there's a closet with a bunch of items in it, or like an area like this where there's a bunch of items, and if every single one of those things has moved, it is very easy to know that it's not like just a ghost throwing a bunch, because even a ghost that throws a bunch will leave at least one item in the same location than it used to be, but the polter will throw it all. Like the polter will just like smash with his hand against all of the items. Because on nightmare mode, you can't see it in the truck. Like in professional difficulty, you can very easily see that it was a polter throw by seeing the huge spike that shows up after a polter does its thing. I do really want to see more. That was because they've buffed abilities, right? Can we get some shenanigans? Can we get some shenanigans? We're gonna grab these and these. Are you going to make more YouTube videos? No, I have retired. I will never make another YouTube video. The Airborne Penguin, thank you for the 6 months in advance. It was fun while it lasted. We reached 400k subs, and now I'm done. Give me those! But I actually really want... I'm gonna take this one. But I really want the fingies. I'm taking one more. Just for good measure, though. Just for good measure. Where's the bone? Hello, ghost. I'm gonna go get some items for you. Did I already get the bone? Stop turning off the stuff, man. Alright, CJ, have a good one. Stop turning it up. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I think there should be something that is with the priestess. Can we just brainstorm? Like, I don't know if this is a YouTube video. I think it is, because this is a super fun ghost. If you have a good idea for what the priestess could do, can you leave it in the comments? So that CJ can read all the comments and then we can know what to do. Because I would love to know something. I think that what would be a little too strong is like an extra life. I think an extra life just across the board for the next time you die is a little too strong. But something like a hunt prevention would be too weak. I don't know what it could be. It should be something, though. Oh, there's a skull! Thomas Wilson, what's your skull doing here? Did you die? Did you forget your password and just slowly withered away? Unable to check your Twitter? Giving 100% sanity, like fully putting your character completely back to how it used to be, like with 100% sanity. Kind of interesting. All right, Ghost, I'm gonna go give you so many things. Yeah, I know you're excited. I'm excited too. I'm gonna get all the items in this map and just put them in your room. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. A longer grace period? Ooh, interesting. Touch the door? Was it this one? It was this one. Okay. It's doing more feet. It's still in this room. Thank you for being so obvious about it, so I don't have to worry. I wish the ghost could still throw candles. I'm pretty sure ghosts can't throw candles anymore. We used to do... Jesus, sorry. Excuse me. We used to do this thing where we did Ghost Decides My Item Challenge, where you would put candles on items, like equipment items, and then if the ghost threw one of the candles, you'd get that item. But the ghosts no longer throw candles for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why they removed that. I am showering you. Look, I'm making a polter paradise. Why are you not loving me? What is this? Imagine you're a ghost chilling. Well, this is a poltergeist, the ghost that loves items. Why not like me? I'm doing lots of items too. Come on, ghost. I'm being a poltergeist. I'm doing lots of throws. Here you go. I'm one of you. All right, I gave it to you. I gave you my all. Now, please, give me your all. Do something. Whoa! Seems like you want to be an Oni. That's okay. I like Onis. But look at this. This looks so ridiculous. The little cups on the truck. There's so many items here. Throw something. Just do it, man. I know you want to. Come on, baby. Come on. Has anyone else felt this? What I have always felt against poltergeists, which I don't... It's not supported by the patch notes at all, because in the patch notes, there was a bug originally where the ghost was only able to use its ability on items that you placed into the room. But I always feel when I do something like this, it never works. I don't know what it is, because I know lots of people swear by this, where there's like, oh, we're against a poltergeist, we're gonna put in a bunch of items in the room. I don't tend to do that, because every time I do, nothing happens. Like, the ghost doesn't throw any of the items that I put into the room. I have never seen this work. I don't know if I'm just mega unlucky or if there's something to it, but like, I never had the ghost throw items that I like put into the room like to get activity out of it. Jesus! By the way, that's okay, never mind. What are you doing? You're that like ugly model. I can't say that. That's a little bit rude. You want to throw the cock? I can't say that. He's gonna cry. He's gonna cry. Blinky, blinky. All right, we're getting more items. This is... I don't know. Anyone else feel this? I feel like I might just be crazy. Or it just doesn't do anything with the items I bring. Like, it's just such a ungrateful piece of garbage all the time, every time. I think it's because you have to put them in the big pile. Well, that makes no sense whatsoever, because the ghost interacts with stuff in an area around it. Why would putting it in a large piles I used to do that, but it doesn't make any sense because a large pile makes the area where the ghost could interact with that large pile a lot smaller. So why would you not spread it out, right? I mean, I can't make a large pile as well because I mean, we're going now anyway. Did anyone else just saw fake freezing? Oh. Oh. What the fuck? Bro. Come on, man. So the nice part about that ghost event, actually, is that that doesn't teleport the ghost. If it does a, like, airball ghost event, it doesn't actually move the ghost from where it used to be. Which can be very nice in situations like this, where you get hunted right after it did a ghost event. If that was a real ghost event, where the ghost would spawn and walk towards me, then the ghost would, like, after it did the ghost event, it would then start roaming from where the ghost event ended, which can lead to it hunting from locations where you're not expecting it. Oh. But that doesn't happen when it's the airball ghost event, because that one doesn't actually move the ghost around, which is sometimes very nice. Oh, thank you, special man. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, I have done all this for you. You ungrateful piece of garbage. And all you've done is hunt and make me go crazy. I mean, I guess that's something. Hello? Like, this is a poltergeist, right? Is it though? Like, maybe it's the mimic? I don't understand. Yeah, we had a poltergeist. We had the mega throw. It did something. It threw one of the items. Let's go. You did it. Move it down a tier. Maybe it'll do something. Nice. All right, come on. Do it. Throw something again. I know you want to hunt me. Oh, ghost step. This is a poltergeist, but I'm doing some, like, semi-science where I'm trying to get the ghost to use items that I throw in. You see what I mean with, like, the difference between ghost events and hunts being somewhat obvious? Like, that event started so sneakily. Like, the lights started blinking, okay, but besides that, there was no, like, immediate, I didn't see the ghost. We didn't, like, it didn't start walking towards us or anything. Didn't turn off any lights, didn't touch any doors. It was just a very quiet start to an event, which is usually the ghost doing a hunt and not a ghost event. You earned 3,000? Oh, you did a bunch of games, I'm assuming, Hitman, because you can't earn 3,000 in one mission. I mean, it does seem kind of like this ghost is draining my sanity, but I think it's mostly draining sanity because it's just an Oni wannabe, right? I don't know if the item throws really do that much. Look at the camera to see if he does. Because I ate all the pills too. Yeah, what the fuck? This ghost is actually going kind of crazy. I don't think there's orbs. It's never left the room, too. Alright, we're gonna have to do... well, I need some fingerprints photos. What should be a mimic? Well, that would be strange. Ninja Web, thank you for the 4 months. Ghost orb in the car. Well, the ghost orbs move around. It did throw another thing here, just now. So all the photos? That is all the photos. Okay, so we're done with that. We need to get a lighter for the smudge. Dots? No, we already have 2 pieces of evidence and we're playing on Nightmare, so it's not gonna be that. What if... Wait, didn't I already take a lighter? No, there's 2 lighters. We're gonna place this. Maybe it's mostly throwing stuff when I'm not there, because that, again, we came in there and we just heard immediate throws. Maybe some ghosts have, like, like, human tendencies where they don't do things when the player is close to them. That's such a stupid thing, though. I don't have the smudge. This ghost is very angry. That's what the shade does? Yeah, but like I need to test that against the shade. Like I need to place some sensors inside of the shade's room to really see it. Or like, I guess, do a game on professional and then get a shade so you can see the activity chart. 7 kill. Thank you for continuing your gift sub. I'm burning my finger. I mean, this is exactly the type of ghost that I like. Like, I really like a ghost that does lots of ghost events rather than doing other interactions, but like, that shouldn't be the case for the Poltergeist. The Poltergeist should still do polter things. Obviously, this is one, unless it was a polter mimic at one point, because it did do a mega throw. But we didn't see any orbs. I can move it. I'm moving this. Please don't kill me for this. Fuck! Bro, do we still have tarot cards? No, we used all of them, didn't we? We got a full priestess at the end. This is fucked up. Huh. Jeeves, you good? Don't walk back here. Don't walk in the back of the bathroom, please. Liche, thank you for the 2 months. Why is it doing cursed hunts? Did we ever have a death card? Did we ever have a death card? Whoa! What the fuck? Alright, I'm going. This is kind of cracked. I want to see the stats of this ghost. These stats are so strange. Unless it's the mimic. Like, I'm almost starting to believe... Ooh! Like, are you seeing the things that I'm seeing? Because I'm seeing lots of weirdo shit. There's no orbs. Can you throw something? Do the thing you're meant to do. Oh, you did throw the little thing off the car. I put one of those paint cans up here. Where did it even go? What the fuck? All the way over there? Are you insane? Bro. That's... Dude, the stats on this ghost are absolutely ridiculous. If this ghost doesn't show, like, almost triple-digit interactions and stuff, like, I don't know. I guess it didn't really feel like it does many interactions, mostly ghost events. I'm not... I swear that there must be something wrong with the statistics at the end. It's doing lots of throws now, though. It took you long enough. Yeah, this ghost has been sniffing my salt. That's how it feels like, at least. Davis. Davis! Come on, ghost, do something. It's doing like every other thing it does is a ghost event. Show yourself. Do something. Give us a sign. Do something again. It's doing like one every 30 seconds. A lot more than it did earlier. No explosions, though. How sneaky. So I'm gonna try something crazy. Smudge. Does that work? I guess it doesn't, I mean, I guess it doesn't see you when you smudge, so yeah, it should work. Kinda scary, though. You tend to break line of sight before you, yeah, after you smudge, you just like run away, but I guess you could do this too. There you go. Yeah, we did. That was the last objective. We needed to get the rappel. Oh, it's still active. I'm so confused. Why is it doing cursed hunts? Like, these hunts are extra long, aren't they? But we never got a death card. So how did that happen? Maybe that wasn't extra long? I'm not sure. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. I am now going to leave. Goodbye. I want to see your stats. Maybe it just feels extra long. Do all the cards cause curse hunt? No, that shouldn't be the thing. We didn't get a death card. We had a death card? Maybe we did. Did we though? I don't think we did. Maybe. Anyway, let's get out of here. Did I fill it in? Oops. No, we didn't? Yeah. Yes, you did. No, we didn't. Well, we'll never know. It was, in fact, the Poltergeist. What are the stats? That's believable. That's believable. Those are big stats. Big boy stats. 64, like, this is normal. These are the ghosts that you expect. What I do know about Poltergeist is that their multi-throw doesn't count multiple times. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because I've done some testing on that, like, a long time ago. We had a Poltergeist where we just sat around forever, and we had so many multi-throws, and it barely counted any interactions. But yeah, that was a really fun game. That was a fun one. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join the lovely gamers here in chat, you can join us over at twitch.tv/Insym every single day at 7 p.m. Central European time. Thank you very much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Weird Poltergeist. Weird one. All right, let's go Grafton. Do we go Nightmare even still? I don't know, man. Does Nightmare really add? I think it's more fun sometimes to do professional. Ooh, it's a rain. Heavy rain. We're doing a professional to spice things up. We got Jennifer Smith, Salt, Ghost, EMF Raider, Breaker back there. Let's go do the thing. You can still dislike on YouTube. I also live in denial of the fact that YouTube was so stupid that they decided to remove a vital form of feedback. I don't really want to accept that they're that dumb, but sadly it is true for most people. All right, Ghost. Eventually, I'll come to terms with the fact that that did indeed happen. Okay, let's try. Let's try. It's science time. So people said fingerprints, and we're not moving the door before we do it. It just does not work, man. It just does not work. Like, there's somewhere you can take the interaction photo, but people said take it as if it's fingerprints. Tried that. I also tried closing the door last game. I tried closing the door and taking a photo of this area. Like people said fingerprints, do it like this. I tried that last game, didn't work either. I tried it from both sides when I did that. I don't know. Like, I would love to find a way to take door photos. And people keep telling me that I'm dumb for not trying X way and Y way. Fine, call me dumb. Just tell me your way of doing it. I will try it. I would love to find a way to do it. I just have tried literally everything, and it has never worked consistently. Like, I am trying my hardest to find one so I can share it with everyone, but it just never will work 100% of the time. Like, never. I don't know. If you have a way, let me know. But I don't think there is a way to do it reliably. You're taking it a bit too low. Okay. Maybe we'll just try that this game. While we also try and figure out the ghost. Push the camera into the door? What the fuck? Okay, I've never found a consistent way, but whenever I talk about it in a YouTube video, people go like, well, you should just try it this way. Because obviously it works, and I have been having, like, I have 100% success rate with this one way. I try it that way, and then it doesn't work. I'm like, I'm either the most unlucky person on the planet, or there's something wrong with door photos. Where are you? Hello, CJ. How do you take a door photo? How do you do it? CJ, tell me! Tell me your secrets! Is it fingerprints? Nope. Wait, of course it's not fingerprints because we took like 10 door photos. Of course it's not. Lol. Okay, so not fingerprint spirit box. Can you please touch the door so I can do some science? Please. Touch a door. Touch a door. It's not just you. Door photos have always been this way. Yeah, that's the thing. But no one agrees. Like, well, some people agree, but a lot of people don't. Whenever I complain about it, people go, you should try it this way. But then I try it that way, and it doesn't work that way either. So I would love to hear what people do to get it to work. So I can also get it to work, because I can't get it to work. I'm taking the photo of the middle part of the door, or upper part. I just never take them. Yeah, me neither, but it would be very nice to have the ability to do it. Like, oh man, I don't know, man. Like, the thing is that you can take them like this, right? You can take them like this, where you back off, but then they're always 2-star, which 2-star is terrible. You don't want 2-star, you want 3-star. So there has to be a reliable way to get 3-star photos, otherwise you might as well not take them at all. Silver Surfer, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Can you give us a sign? I just get all up in the door's face and it works. Like, crouched and close? What the? But I don't understand, man. Can you touch the door, please? Do it. Let's close them, so maybe we get something. All right, give us a sign. Let's play some motion sensors. See if it leaves this room. Hey, MZ, what's up? Silver Server, thank you for the 500 more biddies. Thank you. No activity whatsoever. That is unfortunate. Please don't be a shade. You were doing so many things earlier. What is wrong? What have I done? Have I offended you? It's not a shade though, because we had spirit box. The anchor point of the boat. What? I didn't that. Can you give me a sign? Oop. I can go under that one. Maybe glitch the door. I don't think that matters for it. What the fuck? Poke. I was like, why is it still on? There you go. Wait, it doesn't work now. What the fuck? There we go. That's better. I'm trying to place them in a way that I can crouch under them, by the way, in case you're confused what the heck I'm doing. And then they do trigger when you stand up. So I can go under them, and then the ghost can trigger them at the same time, and I know that that happened. Larissa, thank you for the 5 months. Can you give us a sign? Blinky, blinky. Aha, it touched this door. Okay, so how? Like, I would take it if I would take it like this. Like, what the fuck, man? Crouched, looking up, worked. Okay, let's try that again. What the fuck? Why? Why is it not the door handle? Or where the fingerprints are? Or maybe it is where the fingerprints are, but the fingerprint location can be different on the different doors. Fingerprints usually are either on the middle or up. Maybe it is the fingerprint location, but like the fingerprints can be, like on this door, the fingerprints are actually at the top. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it leaves the interaction photo at the fingerprint location. So you need to know where the fingerprint is on each door. Some doors have it in the middle. Some doors have it up. So if you just take the photo like this, it'll probably always give you the fingerprint. We gotta try more. Touch the door! Touch it! Do it! Oh, baby! Give it to me. Give it to me. And then we have to, oh, we also have to try. Okay, we have 4 photos left. So we have to try if that works the first time. So if we get that to work again. And then I want to know, what if I close the door? Like, what if I move the door into a different position? Does it still work? Or do you not have to move the... Stop blinking. Stop being so shy. I'm going to get some items now, huh? This could actually be immensely useful science. If it's just... But that's the thing. Fingerprints show up on different parts of the door for different doors. I wonder if it works the same way for... I don't know. This is going to be very interesting. It's going to be really important for me personally because I would love to be able to take them. But Petatron, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. And thank you for stopping by. All right, we have salt objective. We have a ghost photo objective. And we have all the items in there. I didn't see any Orbeez. Hey, touch the door! Why do you do that when I'm not there? Fuck! I'm too late. Why you do this to me? Okay, so we have spirit box and nothing else. This is kind of weird. Kinda weird. Place some salt. There you go. No figgy try. I don't know why I'm still trying. Okay, it might be EMF5 or something. Turn on that light. Can you give me a sign? You are very nice and just staying in the same room. I do really appreciate that. Can you? We're gonna open all the doors. Wait, this door also moved. What the fuck? Okay, open all the doors completely. And now you touch one. Come on, do it. Do it, baby. We got 3. I can't take your photos. I'm here for door photos. I am now a fan of door photos. It's not a wraith though. Even yeah, that's an option. It's not freezing though. But it's not ghost orbs either. Wait, is it a spirit? Is it? Whoa, hello. I will forego this door photo. Why did you only close that door and none of the others? I will forego that photo of the ghost to get a door photo. Jesus. Okay. You're a little angry. I'm just here trying. I'm just a man of science. Do you hate science? Do you hate science, lady? What's your name? Jennifer? Soul, thank you for the sub. Can I finally do this thing? Come on. Because I have, this is awesome. Oh no! Don't you dare kill me! Uh-oh. I am here for science, I cannot be killed! Science will prevail. Obstacles, thank you for the 2 months. Will I ever play Roblox Phasmophobia? Why would I play janky Phasmophobia if I could play also janky Phasmophobia, but at least it's a real thing. Sabathon, thank you for the gift sub. That was short. Alright, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You're a piece of garbage, you know that? Leaving that there. We have to eat pills. Also, we have to check what my sanity was. Am I playing Project Homeboy today? No, not today. The authentic Jane. That's a big spike. That's a not early hunt. Maybe, wait. No, it can't be shade. Okay, we're eating pills. 1, 2. Bones of Shadow. Thank you for the 5 crystals. We are 70. Let's eat another one. Back to 100. We want to go back in there ASAP, though. I wanted to get something. I forgot what I wanted to get. I guess I'll just get this. Maybe smudge? Let's just get a smudge. Door tutorial. Yes. Give it to me. Science is happening. I'm gonna be so happy if we find a way to do this. It's still gonna need more testing. Like, I mean, this would be a really nice way, and then we can all try it if it works reliably for us. That does make sense, though. Like, that threw me off the whole time, because I have been taking photos mostly downwards because it just, I don't know, it just makes sense that it would be, I don't know why that. Which door? There's a door. It was this one and EMF5? Okay. You touch it again? What the fuck is going on? Okay, so we take it over here. Let's try it really close. That would be the fingerprint location. And it worked. That is where the fingerprint shows up on this door. It shows up right in the corner over there. And it worked! You just have to... Okay, so instead of being an absolute maniac like me and knowing for every single door where the fingerprint can show up, I think we can find a way to do it reliably no matter the door. Because every single door will have fingerprints either here, there, or there. So if you take all of those 3 spots from like here, you should get always a 3-star. Okay, so because if you take it like this because you know that's where the fingerprints are, like that's not really reliable. Okay, so let's try. Now what I want to try is if it touches a door, I want to close that door and see if it still works. Like see if the thing follows the fingerprint location, or if it's like kind of where it used to be, or if you can just move the door, or like what if the ghost throws the door closed completely? Like can you still take that photo from there? Oh, the science. Ventatron, thank you for the 400 biddies, and Ellie, thank you for the 300 biddies. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. This is happening. It touched the door. Which? This one? It touched this door. Okay, here it goes. The science is happening. We're gonna close it, and then we take it like this. No! Wait, but that might just mean that you can't move the door. No, the side doesn't matter. The side doesn't matter at all. Fingerprints photos can be taken through the doors. What the heck are you doing, lady? Fingerprints photos can be taken, like if it's on this side of the door, you can still take the fingerprint photo from this side. So closing the door seems to fuck it up. But now the real question is, what if the ghost throws the door shut? Like, is the secret taking the photo of the fingerprint location and not touching the door? Like, it's a double secret. That is so specific. I do not mind the fact that I had that wrong for the longest time. That is like so specific and weird. I think I was too close. Okay, we only have 2 photos left, or we might have to go into a different game. Throw the door shut. Do it, lady. Stop being so cray-cray. And help me out. Silver Surfer, thank you for the 1100 biddies. Thank you. Skoda, thank you for the 7 months as well. All right, do it. Come on. You got a Hantu that had 3 evidences. You probably made a mistake. I'm sorry, because it doesn't happen. Unless you're dealing with a mimic, which could be. It touched the door? Okay, here we go. So now the question is, was I too close? I do want to try that again. Okay, so this. Like this, right? So that one didn't work. Wait, I was too close? So that one did work. What the fuck? So you have to be like, you can move the door. So moving the door is, okay, we need to get it again. What in the fuck? We have to do, I don't know. Does this get the stamp of approval? We need to now test this out. Like, everyone needs to try this and then, like, report back. It's science class now. I mean, this is already, like, so much more reliable than I've ever been able to get it to work. Like, this has worked, like, 2 out of 3 times already. Or 3 out of 4 times, sorry. Which is already tons better than ever. Homework? No. I love homework. Come on, Ghost. Also, you're EMA 5, right? So you're just... Wait. Oh, both of these are. Why are you not writing in the book? Oh, it's probably... No, it's not dots, because that would be Wraith. Stop knocking on the window, you stinker! Wait, were you knocking on the window? I thought I heard, like, bongs or knocks. It's raining. Oh my god. Really? It took you this long. Wow, that's impressive. I've literally been trolling around here, and now you write in the book. That's okay, though. That's okay. Can you give me a door touch? I'm so happy that we have, they were honing in on the strategy to do this. Come on. Come on! Give me a door touch! Are we finally gonna figure out the forbidden art of door photos? Is this the moment that we've all been waiting for? You turned off the breaker and then you're gonna hunt me. You're gonna hunt me as soon as I turn on the breaker and... Wait. It's a bug! A buggy bug! It's a buggy! I did it. I found a buggy and now I'm dead! Ah! No! I'm gonna do the impossible. Woo! He did it. He literally did it. Oh wait, these were original. You see how stupid that is? Like, you can never, ever, ever rely on hiding spots. Like, if I knew that these were open, that would have been the much better strategy. But how was I supposed to know? Like, you can never rely on hiding spots anymore, which kind of makes it so that... I guess you do have to hide a little bit more creatively, but it just... I don't know. It's... I do wish there was a little bit more reliance on hiding spots here and there. Okay, we do have one more pill. That was easy. No big deal. We needed the ghost photo still. Okay, let's get back in there. Get back in there. Also, we found the bug, right? The bug was that the light explosion event happened with the shadow ghost event. I have never seen, because the light was working as, like, working properly before, right? And then it did the airball ghost event. And after it did the airball ghost event, the light was broken. So that meant that the game must have accidentally either stacked two ghost events on top of itself, or it thought that the airball ghost event was the light explosion ghost events. I've never seen this. I've never seen that. Like, this thing is broken now, right? Yeah, because the breaker's on. No, it's off. Wait, what the fuck is going on here? Is it gonna work now? Wait, but it was broken earlier. What is it? All right, whatever. It was definitely something weird going on there. I don't even know what it is. Because you saw me turning on this light and then turning off and on the breaker, and it didn't turn this back on. I am confused. Anyway, can you do a door touch, please? That's not that. No, don't touch me. What? Come on. Touch the door, please. Please. Don't start hunting me. You know what? You're a spirit. How about I smudge you? Huh? You like that? What are you gonna do now, huh? Touch the door. We still have 4 smudge sticks, or 3 smudge sticks, so we can actually prevent this ghost from hunting for quite a while. Okay, let's hold this. Come on. Touch a door. Touch a door. Do it now. Do it, please. Touch a door. Come on. I really, really, really want to see this. Give me a sign. Show yourself. Do something. Give us a sign. Wow. This looks like a very, very dangerous fan, by the way. Like, usually the blades are like this, where there's a bunch of stuff in front of it instead of just like 3. JD, what are you doing? Don't leave me. Don't leave me. No more. Blinking? That's okay. That means the ghost... Yes! Okay, so, it touched it twice. We're gonna do, again, close door, crouch down. This was the door that failed last time. I backed up a little. Yes! Yes! It failed last time from the exact same location like this because I just was inside. I was too close. You gotta, like, stand. Oh my god. we have found the way. I'm pretty sure that the like side you take it on doesn't matter at all, by the way, because what the fuck? Because fingerprints can also be taken through the door. So it's literally, you have to take the photo like this. You crouch in front. Can I please see it? Okay, here. Like this, basically. You crouch and you make sure that you see the middle of the door and the top, this part. You have to cover this, and this has to be in the photo. If you do that for every door, those are the only possible spawns for fingerprints. It should show up every time. Now, we can't take another one because we're full, but we have finally found a reliable way to take door photos. Crouch down, take them up like this, and click, and you win. Now, that should work. I'm gonna keep trying that myself as well, to spread the knowledge, but I can't believe that we did it. Now you just gotta show yourself, and then I'm gonna be very happy. Show yourself, Spirit. We need the photo of the ghost. I've been leaving the photo of the ghost for the longest time because all I wanted was door photos. Woo! Nice. That's dirty water. Also, now that we're here with some photo tips, you can actually take a Thank you. This goes pretty nuts. You can also take a dirty water photo. So dirty water is terrible. It's a terrible photo in terms of money. But if the ghost touches the dirty water and turns the faucet on, then you're like right there. You can take the photo quickly, and it will say interaction instead of dirty water because interaction has priority over dirty water. So if you're right there, you can actually take that photo now, and then you won't be left with a stinky dirty water photo, but you can actually get the you can actually get an interaction photo off of it too. So yeah, there you go. Very, very nice. That's amazing. We have finally found the way. I'm so happy. Just needed a bit more hard science on that baby, and now we have found the way. I feel like this is it because I've never been able to make it work this reliably. I didn't even look for the boat. I didn't even give a shit. Let's go. All right, I'm very happy with that. 7 ghost events, 61 interactions. I really hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if this works for you. I'm gonna keep trying this. I'm pretty sure this felt incredibly reliable. It worked on multiple doors. It worked when we closed the door. It worked when we didn't close the door. Let me know if this is gonna help you out taking door photos. I'm very happy. Thank you all for the people in last video who went in the comments and called me a stupid idiot. Well, you didn't have to call me a stupid idiot, but thank you for sharing the strategies on how to do it. I love learning things about this game. If I get something wrong, I love to learn new things. So you don't have to call me names, but do tell me if you have a better strategy to do something or you think something works in a different way. Feel free to let me know. Just keep it civil. That's all. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike, dislike it. And if you want to join the lovely gamers here in chat, you can join us over at twitch.tv/insym every single day at 7 p.m. Central European time. Thank you very much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. That was very nice. Alrighty, let's continue. Where do we go now? We go to Edgefield, of course. But of course, what other map? Sleeper, thank you for the prime. Okay, can I get in? Edgefield always takes longer to load. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this map. There is something. There is something extra that needs to be loaded. I don't know what it is, but it's cursed. All right, Stephen White, Smudge Sticks Crucifix Motion Sensor. Let's go. Edgefield has cursed loading. Look at that. The shape of evil. What could go wrong? That's a music box. Can I die instantly? Wait, that's an EMF! Did that work? Wait, that worked? What the fuck am I doing? Wait, where am I? Help. Oh, I'm here. Oh my god, I got it. Woo! 3-star, baby! What did I just watch? That's the entrance to an Edgefield game, of course. Just Jesse, thank you for the 14 months. What did you mean by that's an EMF? Well, I was trying to take a ghost photo, but instead I had an EMF in my hand. So I was like, wait a minute. Oh shit, I dropped the EMF, or I dropped the photo cam instead of the EMF. And then I had to find it and take the photo and do that all in a moment's notice, which I did. And then I almost died. And now the ghost, I shouldn't even be like that low sanity, which we can check actually. We weren't playing on professional, or we are playing on professional. Because I like the extra information that it gives you. I love the sanity chart and the activity chart especially. It's just super fun to have. Did you throw one of these shoes? That's your little doggy. Give me a sign. Wait, the ball's rolling. Yeah, we could do fingy test too, actually. You're right. Steal the dog. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm using a glow stick. Glow stick time. Oh yeah, we could test it. We could test the fingerprints beautifully here. Yes, you're right. Wait, are there fingies? Yes. What we could try now is when it touches the door here and leaves a fingerprint, we could try to take a really close photo of it to see if it's actually the same location as the fingerprint or if it's just a coincidence that it's in the general area of the fingerprints. That is cool. We could try, but also we can take this fingerprint photo, no yes? Because we want to find a consistent way to take door photos, which I think we did pretty much. Oh, another one. Very nice. Yeah, I am not, like, there's not a photo of me in this game, no. That would be a bit strange. Hey, J Bundle. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well today. Can you... What the heck is wrong with you? Sorry for saying that. That was a little aggressive. But how do people comment, like, especially Dutch people, come in chat and start talking Dutch for some reason? Like, do you think that because you're Dutch, the rules don't apply to you? That doesn't make any sense. We don't discriminate like that. Also, hello, Ghost. If you're Dutch, you still have to apply. You still have to comply with the speak English rule. This applies to every country in the planet. We are not discriminating for or against Dutch people, but the rules still do apply to you. Anyway, now that I have been a dad for a second, even though I'm not a dad, but there you go. We can continue having a fun time. It's just like, it just always frustrates me when people think that because they're Dutch, they have some kind of special privilege in this chat room. No, everyone is equal here. Everyone is equally awesome. Wait, that's writing. Okay. We also had fingerprints. We don't have freezing. That's nice because that's not a demon. Could be Polter, which would mean Spirit Box. Let's try that. I didn't try it yet. Are you here? I should turn this light off. Well, thank you, Ghost. Where are you? Oh, door touch! Door touch! Here goes! Door touch. Is it this one? Wait, this one? Okay. We try. Am I in time? Am I in time? Try a double. Try a double of the two. Here it goes. I hope I'm in time. Oh my god, it's actually that. It's actually that. We have confirmed it. It's how it works. You take their fingerprints, and now you can take double photos. We can take double door touch photos every single time we get a door touch. We can take double photos now. Holy shit! That's insane! Let's fucking go, baby! So, in case you're extremely confused and you just came in the stream or something, we last game did a bunch of science to figure out how to take door photos, and we concluded we had a ghost that did not have fingerprints, but from our testing it seemed that you had to take the photo of the exact location where the fingerprints are. And now we have a fingerprints ghost, and it does ring true because last time we had to take the photo looking up, Like, we had to take it, the middle had to be included, and the top left and right had to be included. Because those doors, I knew from experience, had the fingerprint in the top left or right, and not in the middle. But these doors have it in the middle, and now we took the photo downwards, and it worked still. And we could even take 2 photos of the fingerprint. So you literally just... Yeah, is it a Myling? Wait, no, it's... Yeah, it probably is, right. We have found a way to do it. You can now take double photos from doors. If you get a fingerprint on the door and you just touched it, you can take 2 photos, get an interaction and a fingerprint. That is a beautiful new strategy to know. That's amazing. That's awesome. Very, very good. Cool stuff. All right, give me a sign, Ghost. I know I've just... There's the EMF5. What did you do? Do I need to do anything else? Oh, I need to do lots of things. I need a smudge and motion sensor? Okay. Oof. Yeah, if you can take, you can take the, what was I saying? You can take the door touch or the door photo by crouching and looking like upwards. You do have to stand a little bit backwards because if you're too close to the door, it'll not count. But as long as you include the middle of the door and the top left and right of the door, it'll usually count because that's where the fingerprint locations are on every single door. Boom. A boom. There you have been cleansed. Step on it. Step on it. Do it! Fuck. I thought I was being a smartass by placing that right as the ghost event ended, but... Hey, Roar Toker, what's up? What is up? Alright, we still need those. Let's grab another one of this. Yeah, the buffs on ghost events are nice. Can you give us a sign? What did you write? Oh, there you go. We got him. What did you write in the book? You wrote, help, run, run, help, help, run. Behind you? Look, I'm hurting. See, run, help, run. Wait, so does it work the same with window touches? Wait, it probably works the exact same with window touches, doesn't it? That you take the photo of the window place where the fingerprints are? I would think so. But I guess that's why I always take it just looking backwards. Man, it's amazing. We have done the science. Cool. Coolio. Anyway, can you use my crucifix, please? That would be very nice. Give me a sign, please. Hello, ghost. Do it. Primal Fear, thank you for the 7 months. What are you doing here? You want to play ball? Catch. Oh, you're over here? I'll stand here then. Catch! Wait, you used a crucifix? I mean, I like that, but I thought we were playing ball. Anyway, I'm out of here. Bye! Bye-bye-bye. Light switch? Light switch photos just don't work, I think. Do they? Like, we have... Because light switches are a lot simpler than... Because there, you can cover the whole light switch with the photo. But I don't think those work, right?
Welcome back.
They do work?
I've prepared some jobs for you.
They've been starting to work, but like 100% reliably. That's nice. That was 9 minutes. 4 ghost events, 26 interactions, and a bunch of chaos. And a bunch of chaos. Okay, Richview. Work for me on please still. Where am I even going? Am I going to Richview? Yes.
Check the equipment.
We are against
Get
Elizabeth
set up
Moore,
before
Salt
investigating.
Crucifix EMF
Remember to
Fighter.
check the
Let's
whiteboard for help.
do it. There's been no reports of violence, but keep an eye out. heard that. I mean, that was something, but I don't think it was ghost event stuff. It was just a little creepy noise. Yeah, the basements just have creepy noises. Can you give us a sign? Hello? Is there an evil ghost in this house? Oh no, it's tarot cards. Oh no. It's a disaster in the making. Never mind. We got him. Where? Which one? This one? I'm gonna assume it's this one. Please don't be too sure. Nice. Okay. We have the cards. Blessed tarot cards. Will we be blessed or cursed today? You never know. You never know when you pick those bad boys up. They could be the end of you, or they could lead to victory. Card roulette with myself. Yes. I'll pull all of them. Aha, I saw those Orbeez. I haven't seen orbs in a little while, like so long. Nice. I like orbs. Okay. Are you friendly?
Die.
Die? That's not very friendly. Mare, Yokai, or Onryo? Is it finally time? Finally time to show the thing? The stupid thing? Okay, it's time. Let's try. Please be a mare. I've wanted to show this for the longest time. Come on. It's freezing? Wait. No! No! Why won't you do the, or it could be mimic. Why won't you be a mare? I've been wanting to show the mare thing to so long, but I never get a mare. I never get a mare. God damn it. You little stinker. What if you, oh, this place is too far. I really want to see what happens if you like die with the tarot cards, but then you, like, let's say that you're on Edgefield or like Tanglewood where the door is kind of close to the truck. What if you like pull a card, run to the truck, call in the quest, leave, but then you also die? Like, what happens first? You dying or you leaving? I thought I was gonna scream, but okay, that's also annoying, but... Whoa! Whoa, you can get red ghost events off of that? Jeez, that's cool. Wait, these cards are blessed. It could be a mimic still, though. Okay, I actually want to hunt now. You can hunt me, I'm fine. You can hunt me, I'm fine. That is all the opposite of hunting. Why is this deck so blessed? Okay, there we go. That's more like it. See, we can work together sometimes. Okay, so now all we need to do is we need to get the ghost to touch doors. And then we see if it's fingerprints or not. Because if it's fingerprints, it's actually a mimic. No, I'm not playing Nightmare. This is professional. We did some professionals to spice it up. We did a lot of Nightmare earlier. Professional is nice sometimes. So it's touching it. Siderin, thank you for the 200 biddies, by the way. Cod Hitman, thank you for the prime. Primal X Fear with the 7 months. Droopy Droopy with the 4 months. And Been Thinking with the 100 biddies. Don't use the last one, it's dangerous. I feel like these cards are blessed. So maybe they're trying to lure me in. To feel like I'm fine, and then they kill me when I least expect it. I need to bring those down. Did I already take a photo? I think I did, right? Check for fingies. Aha! We do have the mimic. See, that's why you always... That's the thing. That is definitely a thing that the mimic can do. Where the mimic just makes you think, oh, we're done. It's over. We're good. And then you leave with the wrong ghost. Because you got... Like, here, we got all the evidence for the Onryo. But what you should always consider is if you're playing on professional and you got like all 3 evidences, there might be an extra one if it overlaps with the mimic in this case, which doesn't show up obviously because one of this is fake. The ghost orbs is fake. Very nice. Did you touch more doors when you were hunting? Did you touch like down here as well? Yes. Very nice. I want another hunt. I'm gonna pull more tarot cards, and we're gonna hopefully not die to them. Never trust orbs. What is the objective? 2 objectives. Salt and crucifix. Okie dokie. I need another photo cam too, but let's get these in. Loop the mimic. What could it turn into? Or what would it be now? Maybe we could get the Mare. Maybe we could get the Mare ability to work anyway. If it just turns into a Mare very conveniently, that'd be nice. Come on. Oof. Did you just use an ability on me? Is that what you just did? Well, you little bitch. It just used a ghost ability, but what did it do? Wait, is my sanity like messed up? What did it do? It's just something. Nope, my sanity is definitely not. Wait, no, I didn't even take any pills. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a sanity ability, but what would it be? I don't know. Maybe a teleport, but I was already near the ghost. What if it's a wraith right now? Wait, maybe we can get wraith footsteps? Do it! Oh! No! It's not. Weird. I already got the ghost photo too. Should all work. I actually need the bone. So let's run over here and get the bone. If you turn into a demon and you hunt me while I'm in a dead end of this map, I will cry. And I will say GG because that's smart as heck. Okay, not here. Not here. I do have this too. Crucifix as protection. Come on, ghost. What are you? Throw the knife for. Take it. Take it back. I feel like it might have turned into an Oni at some point because it's pretty far. That plate. Boner? Do we have a hunting spot? We do not. What? Did I upset you? I'm sorry. Well, now I feel bad. What have I done? Wait, did you go? You went upstairs, right? So you're touching doors up here? Yes, you are. Wait a minute. I'm willing to take this for science. I don't think this works, but... Oh, yeah, there were just 2 fingerprints. Fuck! I thought I was I wanted to see if you could take the double interaction, or if you take an interaction photo off of these, because I don't think you can. Because I've definitely taken the photo in a way that the fingerprint should have been on it, because all fingerprints on closets are in the middle, and I don't think I've really ever gotten the closet photos to work. You can? Well, we should try that as well. Yeah, I did miss the bone now, though. I missed the bone photo, but we're still gonna get the bone, hopefully, unless it doesn't show up. Wait, where's the bone? A basement boner? There you are. That's a big one. Yeah, I don't have a photo slot anymore. That's okay. Okay. What are the rest of the cards gonna be? I'm kind of curious. Uh-oh. Not blessed. No, no, no. You can't, if you pull them during a hunt, they'll all be fools. Because if they used to, I think you can pull a card right as the hunt starts, and it'll almost always cancel the hunt that's just about to begin. Because the like hermit, the devil, and the tower card all cancel a hunt. If you pull another one right, I just explained it, because I just said that if you pull one right now, they'll all be fools. So there's no reason to do it. If you pull a card during a hunt, it's always the fool. So it doesn't do anything. The fool is just a nothing card. What's the last one? That would have canceled the hunt. Anyway, we're gonna leave now. Goodbye. We used a crucifix too. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Does a hermit cancel hunt? I think it does, from my experience. I think I've had that happen. I think so. Namek. GG indeed. That was a fun game. That was pretty good cards. Oh, I still got perfect anyway. Nice. Nice. Cool. Coolio. All right, where are we going? Where we going? Where we going? I haven't gone to these three in a while. What if we go to high school? I haven't gone here. I haven't gone to prison either, but prison's so big. But then again, high school is so large. Campsite's so good. Pull. Which map? Maple. School, prison. One of those three. What do you want to see? Isn't? Ooh, it's very equal. What? Okay, no. Prison is taking the lead with more than 50% of the votes. Yeah, that seems to be the winner. Let's go there. We're doing it unprofessional, obviously, because this is just prime example of when you want to do professional and not nightmare, because it's gonna suck ass. All right, good stuff.
Right, we're here.
We are here indeed. Oh, it's Nancy! Nancy Robinson! It's the old Lisa. Lisa at home. The breakers in the security office. We have a motion sensor, ghost photo, and repel the ghost with a smudge stick. Okie dokie. Let's go. I'm grabbing a paramic. I don't even care. They fixed the paramic. You can now get the cursed noises again. You can get them. The security office is the best room, man. That's me opening the door. What's the item? Music box! That's gonna help later. It's not gonna help right away, though. I'm just looking for the bone, because it's always there, unless it isn't. Let's close some doors. It's giving 4 readings on the paramic. That's what happens if you close the door. If you get the 4, or if you close the door, it gives a 4 reading on the paramic, so. We gotta take it back home. It's nice water storage for when the zombies come. Is there a woman's prison, or did Nancy? Maybe. Wait a minute. Oh, the 7 was actually the breaker plus. Can you stack this? Wait, so you can only get 1 sound out of. Interesting. That gives a 7, right? Yeah, because it adds the values. Wait, that. What? Oh, the 4 stayed after the 3 disappeared. Interesting. Wait, that's so interesting. So when you point your paramic at something. Wait, what? Okay, so when you point your paramic at something, it gives you that value, even if you move away from it. Like basically, the way the paramic works, if you slide it past an like 69. Excuse me. If you slide it past something, so basically, if I point it here, it updates here, and then I point it here, and it updates here, if it shows me a value, that could be anywhere between this, between where I started the scan and where I ended the scan. But what I just learned is that if you have a, like, let's say this, like the door, it gives a 4. Even if I move away. But if you have 2 things stack, so let's say we have 1 door, that doesn't give a sound, fuck. Can I do 2 door touches? I can't stack them. Okay, I need to find a way. Where is a door close to another door? And then I can explain by showing it. Oh, here, this prison door. So we close the door, and then we close this, and then we point away. Now it will go 8, 4, wait, huh? But it did that earlier. Wait, I'm so confused. Huh, wait a minute. So then we take that one. Fuck. Wait, what is going on? Okay, 4. Okay, I'm just like doing it right after the other one runs out. I put another 4 on. It doesn't go to 8 ever. Why does it go to 8? Add them. Okay, 8, but then does it go... Okay, so what I'm basically trying to figure out is if you have to point... Okay, I can't really explain this unless it makes sense. Unless it actually is the thing. Okay, so now it goes to 8. Does it go down to 4? Okay, no, it doesn't. So yeah, it picks up all the values that showed up when you pointed it in a direction. So if you do this, you get a 4, and then it becomes 0, and then I can get a 4 again? Okay, no, that doesn't last that long. 4, 0... 4 again? No. 4, 8. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess if you do this, it's gonna be 4, 8, and then it's gonna go down to 4 and 0. Yeah, okay. So it does just show you the... It basically, what's happening is it just shows you all the values between updates. So if you do this, if I do this, I get a 4 even if I point away from it, because it just shows you all the values it picked up in between the start and end of the update. If you do this, you point it here, you get that 4, and then you add another 4 to it, it goes 8. And then I'm still pointing it at this door, so the 4 of this door remains for the next update, and then once that sound disappears, it goes back to 0. Okay, so it works the way that I expected it would work. What I thought earlier was that it, like, if a sound goes away, the value will update on the paramic, even if you're not pointing at that object anymore. But that's not what it does. If you just point away, if I get this door to work, and I point away from it, it'll just, as soon as the next update happens, all sounds will disappear. It'll just show you between the update, the first update, and the second update, all those values together will be added up to whatever value you see on the paramic. And they've done that because, basically, I think they used to have it where the paramic would update much quicker, but by playtesting it, it turned out to be confusing, and this way it turned out to be the least confusing, which I'm a little surprised by that, because the way that it works is so specific. Like, you have to... If you point it here, and then something happens right there, and then I move it away, it still shows me the value when I point it there, because it picked it up, like, moving over the thing that happened. Like, it really leads you in the wrong direction a lot of the time, unless you exactly know how it works. But not a lot of people do. Anyway, I'm genuinely just talking to myself here, I think, because I don't think anyone gives a fuck. Or even understands what I'm saying. It's just very specific. All that matters with the paramic is if you point it here, and then you point it there, whatever value shows up will be between the 2 updates. So if you move it like this, basically if you want to scan, if the ghost is here, right? I can do this, and then if I ever get a value, I know that it was between the 2 like in the angle that I'm moving at, right? Hey, Auntie, what's up? I don't think it's here. We did get some values earlier. Oh yeah, it rains in here. I still need to make an updated paramite guide. Or like an actual guide on it where how to use it. People get so angry with me if I move the paramite quickly because they go like, you have to move the paramite slowly because if you don't move it slow, it only updates every 1.5 seconds. But you're moving it like a maniac. You're doing it wrong. You're absolute turbo stupid idiot. And then I'm like, and then I try to explain it to them, and then they get even angrier. It's like, if you don't want the knowledge, then why even get into a discussion? Like, if you don't want your mind to be changed, then why even talk? Anyway, like, the way that it works, and this is the thing, you can so easily test this too. Like, you can just put like a spirit box somewhere, and then you can test that it works the way where it updates here, you move it past the spirit box, and it updates there, and it'll show you the 5 of the spirit box. Like, it's so easily tested too. That makes me even more angry that people call me an idiot for using the item correctly. Because the reason why I move it so quickly is because I want to scan for large areas, not for small little itty bitty areas. I don't want to know if the ghost is right in front of me right now. I want to know if it's in this room or in general vicinity of this room, right? That's why I use it the way that I do. Something happened, yeah. I'm going back here, by the way, because we had some values here earlier. Aha! I heard that, but there you go. It's in here. So it did do that earlier, right? It gave us a value we were standing over there, and we were scanning this way, and we got a 6.9 because it's here. Nice. Nice. That was a lot of shenanigans, and I didn't even find the ghost yet. I was literally just talking about the fucking paramite. I think the paramite's pretty cool sometimes. It can help you. I should probably be a bit careful. But it's definitely a little tricky to use, for sure. You turn off the breaker! Come on, man! Melissa, thank you for the 100 biddies. Not a Jinn. Not a Jinn indeed. What the fuck, man? Wait. Oh. Wish the parabolic mic could be an objective to complete. It used to be. It used to be a paramic objective. And the old paramic was such a troll. It literally covered up like 50% of your screen. The biggest buff they ever given the paramic is that they made it see-through. Because before it would cover, like before you'd give up your eyesight for the ability to be a memer. Riviera, thank you for the 3 months. Anyway, what are we doing? I dropped down to 50% sanity by just talking. If that was an early hunting ghost, I could have already been dead. The paramic, I mean, there was a point in the game where the paramic was genuinely OP, and it was like the new thermometer, where you would, like the old new thermometer, if that makes any sense, where previously, a while ago, you used to be able to just run around with a thermo, and you would get like instant, like you would know immediately where the ghost room was, and then they reworked the whole temperature system, which was an absolutely chef's kiss change. Amazing. It also ties into so many other things in the game. It's really, really good. But it did make the thermo almost useless. Well, it's sometimes useful if you really can't find the ghost until, like, if you... Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! We have a photo cam? We can now try... Wait. Oh, no, where's my photo cam? Here you go. Was it this door? I'm just gonna assume that it is. We can now try fingerprints. Like, I can test for fingerprints photos without giving up a photo anymore. Now that we know how to take door photos, you can do the fingerprint check on door photos without any downside. That's actually amazing. That's a photo cam buff, baby. Donnie, thank you for the 500 piece. Where are you? Are you here? Far. It wasn't reliable for you, Tony? Well, we have been testing it so much. Like, an Obake, by the way, doesn't, like, always leave fingerprints, so you might have gone bamboozled because of that, you know? Alright, knock on the window. What do we have? I'm so distracted. We had a cam. And it was spirit box. What the fuck? Okay. It feels like a poltergeist, by the way. Like, look at the amount of items that are on the ground. It's such a polter. But I was talking about the paramic. There used to be a phase in the game where the paramic was absolutely busted. The paramic, and it was not even the paramic being good, it was just the ghosts being bugged. There used to be a time where the ghosts would leave a permanent audio signature in their ghost room. What that meant is that, like, if you just pointed your paramic at any point at the ghost room, it'd instantly give you a value on the paramic. So all you'd have to do is just go, is it on this part of the, is it on this side of the map? Is it on that side of the map? Oh, I'm getting it here? Okay, is it this room? No. That room? No. That room? Yes. Okay, easy. It's like, the 3.5 value was so good. That's one that paramic, if you want to see videos on that, I think I made a video on it a few times. It was so OP. I used to start with the paramic on every map. Can you believe it? It's so fucking good. It was so good. I think this is just the poltergeist, but we might as well continue. We might as well. We got a music box, so we're totally fine with that. We need a motion sensor. We need another photo cam. And we need a smudge stick. The 5.6 bed, yeah. There used to be a bug, which they already fixed in the last patch, but there used to be a bug where the equipment could leave permanent audio signatures, such as, that was probably the spirit box that bugged out at that time, where we had the 5 on the bed. Because I left the spirit box on the bed and then I turned it off, but the EMF, or the value 5.0 remained on the bed forever. What would I like in a Neo map? Variety. I'm a little sad that they don't plan on adding any small maps. I think we could definitely use a few small maps, because honestly, small maps are like the most played maps in the game, right? Even though I love Maple, I don't really play Maple all that often. Like, Maple's literally my favorite map, but it's not my most played map because I just can't play large maps like all the time. It's just too draining. So I would like to see like a small map update where they just add a bunch of small maps, but hey, you can't have it all. They said that they don't want to add any small maps in the near future because, oh, hello. Because I don't know, it's just they don't want to. Can you give me a sign? Hello? Are you here? Where are you? I think that's a really interesting. That's a really cool thing about Ghost _ is that they have so many. What the fuck are you doing? They have so many different types of maps. They have like the castles, the farmhouses, well, farmhouses. Yeah, I guess kind of the one. But they have different. They have like historical locations, which is kind of cool. The maps are definitely of a bit more rushed quality and they don't look as polished at all, but I do like the variety there. I already played Ghost _ recently. They haven't done an update since. Ghost _ is never... It used to do really well. One of my most watched videos is the first Ghost _ video, but I think people just stopped caring. Which is a little sad, but... people... People have recently been starting to care more about Forewarned, which is cool to see. Like my last video did a lot better than I expected. So that's cool. And again, the ghost guide today, that's so, well, I mean, it might do better over time, but I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be good, but because people don't like guides. It really drove it home to me that I can never really make guides if I want people to watch the guide. Because the people who, like, people don't want to watch guides for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's because there's lots of people that don't actually play the game that watch the videos that I make. And they don't give a fuck about guides. They just want to watch me play the game. I know people like guides, especially people here, because whenever I do guide stuff on Twitch, like, people do really like to hang out with it. But guide stuff on YouTube just doesn't do well at all. You touched it again, right? Even though it's the same fingerprint, I did hear another knock and it's not there. So I'm gonna... You're gonna write in this book, aren't you? Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I bookmarked it to watch later. I think it might be a slow burner. Some videos, especially the longer ones, people tend to postpone watching it for a little bit. Oh, that was another knock. Was it over here? I mean, the thing is with that video, I couldn't have made that shorter. Like, physically would be impossible to make that video shorter without just making it less informative. Like, I know it's a 2-hour video, but literally I had the 2 hours of information to talk about, so what am I supposed to do? Like, if you just rush out, like, a 15, 30, I don't know, 20-minute guide, like, it's never gonna have all the information. Can you give us a sign? Make it into parts. Well, you can't really call it the complete guide if you're gonna cut it into 4 parts. And also, I hate when people cut things into parts. I still have to do it sometimes, like the Zomboid series, because it's like it's so long. But I tend to favor, at the deficit of my views, I tend to favor like 4-hour videos over 4 1-hour videos, because it's just, I don't know, that's just how I like to consume. Oh, hello. Consume content myself. Well, that's easy. Ghost photo. Are you right in this book? Are you back there? Like, is that where you are? You're just sitting there? Because you keep touching the windows. You want that? This is mod for inscriptions. Yeah, I heard that. I don't know. I never actually finished Inscription. I liked the first part, and then it didn't keep me entertained in the like top-down Pokemon catch-em-all section. I do like. I think it's still a good game, but it didn't capture me as much as the first part. I know the last part continues similar, which I actually reached that by myself, but I just never finished it. It's kind of a shame, because I did really enjoy that game. It just wasn't really what I expected. Can you give me a sign? Hello, I need 1 photo. Can you please touch the door? You love the super long videos? Yeah, I think it's nice. I think it's better than, like, parts. Because ultimately, a lot of the time, like, people basically do the same thing that I do. Even, like, I mean, so, you don't want to cut out a lot of things. Like, people think you need to edit your videos to, like, remove content and value. Like, editing often just takes away from the experience. But if you don't edit, you're gonna have a long video. So the solution to, like, not edit by a lot of large YouTubers is just to cut it into infinite parts, because they know the viewership will be there. Like, they know if you just smack their name on it, they will get views, which is awesome. That's an awesome ability to have. And to some degree, when I upload a Phasmophobia video, people watch it a lot too, so I'm blessed because you guys are so awesome. But if you want to upload like longer stuff, like let's say the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, right? Like Markiplier does 17 parts on that. And I can't do that because then I have 17 days of straight FNAF content that barely anyone will watch. So I have to nerf my views beyond what it already, because I know people don't really want to watch FNAF because it's not Phasmo or it's not, I mean, people still actually watch. The video did really well after a while. Was really glad to see that. But like, I have to put it all in one part because otherwise I waste a bunch of video slots on a game that won't really get that many views. But I did really enjoy the game, so I do want to upload it. So it just leads to this like back and forth where I have to go like, how the fuck do I do this? Do I just upload the whole thing? And I cut down like a 10 hour video into 5 hours, and it takes like forever to do. So yeah, it's just a bit of a balance. So I try to play games that take like an hour, or like I try to, at the very most, I play a game for one stream. Like I play the whole stream, and then like the max will always be something like 4 hours. Like a video won't be longer than 4 hours because the stream is not longer than 4 hours. And I mean 4 hours is very long, but it's like, it's not to the point where it's impossible to watch. Can you please like touch anything? I'm just here to like wait until you touch. You never stepped on this motion sensor either. What the fuck? Why not both? What do you mean both? Like you can't upload the same thing twice. I mean, I guess that could be eventually be the goal of the VODs channel, where the VODs channel becomes longer videos. And there you go. And then the you're probably gonna kill me as I grab this book, aren't you? Oh, you did write in it. Nice. Carphos, thank you for the prime. There you go. It just needed to be in the location where the ghost is, right? Do we have? We do have enough to take this photo and still win. Good. Now I'm gonna go grab the smudge stick and the music box to get the repel objective. I won't get the... What's the VOD channel doing? The VOD channel is actually kind of interesting to manage. It's like, it's a very small scale, but it's kind of fun. Like it's just a ritual every day. I just go, okay, after stream, I just upload the last one and schedule the next one, and then Buddha being better. It doesn't require as much attention from me because it's just the whole thing. It's just the whole VOD. You're adding a save slot in the atrium for security breach after 6 AM. Finally! Jesus Christ. The fact that they kept it without save slots for this long is actually insane to me. Like, the whole thing where you couldn't save after 6 AM was the most toxic shit I've ever played. Oh boy. Let's do this, shall we? Hey, you know, 7 pass, what's up? Yeah, the fact that they're releasing an unfinished game is also pretty crazy, I know. Don't get burnout, I don't do. Are we dealing with a poltergeist? Should be. Wait, is it hunting? What do you really wish to be added to Phasmophobia? Ooh, lots of small things. I do really... Oh, you turn off the breaker. Really now? You turn on lights? Okay, I'm gonna do something stupid. Okay, that was a little bit more stupid than I expected. Okay! I have to smudge you. Smudge, and then run. Don't chase me. We win. It's okay, we win. Bye! Yeah, there have been some polters today. Ba boom. Alrighty. We survived. Is there bone here? That'd be insane. No. We should have a perfect game in terms of photos, though. Just not the bone. Because we don't have it. Like, the bone could be anywhere. That's the main thing. I think that if they want to keep, like, and that's their plan, they want to keep adding large maps. I think the whole bone needs a rework in large maps, at least. I think they should add multiple bones on large maps. Like, imagine they add 3 bones on a large map. You'll most likely find at least one of them. And then you can continue looking for multiple, but at least you'll have like a feeling of I'm gonna get more money. Like the main thing that I dislike about these maps, I like to play the game in a way to maximize the money that I earn. It's like kind of a way that I gauge how well did you play, right? Did you play perfectly? You got the best amount of money. Whereas on media maps, like look at this. Well, let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. Madeline Diamond, thank you for the sub. So we got $300, which is $30 more than a perfect game on a small map with the bone would be. However, this was a pretty rare situation where you could actually get a perfect game. Usually you get 35 because for most of the perfect games you need the bone, which you won't get. So usually you'll get 35, which will lead to 285, which is only 15 more than a perfect game on a small map, and you get less experience. On a medium map, or on a small map, you get 200 experience. On a medium map, you almost always get 190 because the bone accounts for the rest of the experience, but you don't get the bone, right? So, I don't know. It's just, I feel like something with the bone needs to be reworked on the large maps. Anyway, that was really fun that time. I hope you guys had a good time as well. Thank you for hanging out. We're gonna go to bed now. It's sleepy time, unless it's very early for you, in which case, have a nice day. We're gonna go find some on the raid, so do stick around for a moment. We also have ! Discord, of course, which is our Discord if you want to hang out. Let's find some on the raid. We raided CJ yesterday. He's actually live as well if you want to check out CJ, but we're gonna go raid a small streamer. We're gonna scroll down and say hi to a new friend. Who is it gonna be? Let's say hi over here, maybe. Let me see if they're playing. Oh, we raided CJ 2 days ago. Well, we raided CJ very recently. I think we raided, yeah, someone else yesterday. We're gonna go stay over here. They're playing some Phasmo, hanging out with a small crowd. We're gonna go add some people to that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful night. I really, really appreciate you. So, big heart, big heart. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Good night, guys. Sleep well.